Live from central Pennsylvania, it's the Uncle Bill Show, starring Rainy Day and Uncle Bill.
Filmed on location at Uncle Bill's apartment.
Alright, are we recording now?
I am.
I think I am. Anyway. Get that Sammy down, brother. Get that Sammy down, brother.
Oh.
Oh shit, something happened like I think last night or the day before. I forgot to write down. It was some wild shit. Oh well. We'll just get through what we have here. It looks really long, but
Are you fucking kidding me?
it looks long, but it's just a lot of like little extra details that I threw in to like, keep myself on track.
Let me ask you a question.
So it's more for me.
How much of it is
Yes,
about
sir.
iDubbbz?
I don't think the iDub stuff comes in till the very end, and it's just an update on the most recent situation that we talked about in episode 9.
Okay.
So, are we ready?
I got like this much left. Can I just?
God damn it, Tristan.
All right.
You finished with that Sammy Bud.
Bro. Good thing.
I started the video earlier, and I was like, what the fuck? Because, like, this is all I could see.
Oh, you had your fucking little guy, little freakazoid.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was, like, right in front of the camera, so I was like, get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Alright, are we ready now?
Let's get into it.
Welcome. Welcome to the 1-year anniversary edition of the Uncle Bill
Holy
Show.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
1 year
Sorry.
anniversary, like 2 weeks late.
Ah, whatever. Time doesn't exist.
It happens. The only show where you.
Yeah.
So essentially, what we're gonna do this one is we didn't really bring anything new in. It's just like basically updates or whatever on like past episodes within the past year that we did.
Gross. That's
Only topics that were like worth mentioning. If there's anything you want to bring in, feel free to do so. But I'm just covering whatever like little things
I gotcha.
from each episode.
What do we got to start, buddy?
So how about that Russia?
Yeah. How about it?
How about that Russia?
How
Have you heard anything? Have you heard anything since we talked about it last?
No. I stopped paying attention to world events because it made me sad.
Fair enough. Even if I try, I hear nothing. But I think the new thing is just fucking Gaza now.
The new thing.
Yeah,
Everybody's
that's
on this
the new-
Gaza trend.
Everybody's on this Gaza thing. That's the hype right now.
That's all the craze. All the kids are talking about Gaza.
It's like Ukraine. God, that's so 2021.
Oh my.
Don't you know that we're anti-Semites now?
Jesus Christ, dude. you can't say
Why?
anti-Semites.
I don't know why, but Family Guy Funniest Moments was open on my browser for some reason.
What do you mean you don't know why?
I don't know why. I was watching The Tick earlier, and while waiting for you.
You didn't even have to mention
And
it,
for
dude.
some reason-
I wasn't gonna judge you. I didn't even know. You didn't have to bring it up.
Just outing myself as a Family Guy watcher.
I don't know why, dude. Family Guy Funny Moments was just open on my computer all day today. I just had to press play.
I don't understand. Like, it's not like I watch it or anything. I don't even know why it's up there.
Like, I do think Stewie is the funniest character I've ever seen, but like, I don't watch it constantly.
Reagan.
God.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we're not talking about dragging Russian tanks around anymore, but instead about Jewish tunnels underneath New York.
I'm sorry. Is that a...
Wait, you didn't hear about that? Wait, how did you not know about that? That was like a huge thing.
What? Hold on.
Like, people were complaining because they heard Yiddish from underneath their fucking floorboards, and they're like, "What's going on?"
That's so World War II.
Police, and then the police like dragged like these like fucking rabbis out of the sewers, and they're like, "Yo, what's going there?" And like New York was giving them shit. They're like, "Yo, you're gonna like knock all of our infrastructure down, burrowing tunnels underneath our buildings and everything." They're like, "Well, we need these tunnels."
What the fuck is this?
How did you not know? How did you not know about this? This was like as soon as This is like
was in
as soon as, like, the
January.
yeah.
Holy shit. For
It was like a
reference,
huge meme.
it's fucking June. It's the end of June. How did I miss that?
Meme. There was this one meme where this guy, he's like in his apartment, and he's like, "I sure hope nobody cares about this." He just like random Jewish shit in his apartment, right?
Oh boy, I sure hope no one eats this delicious spread of bagels and lox as soon as I leave the house.
And then he gets down to the floor and starts listening. They'd be like, "I sure hope nobody cares."
That's a fucking Family Guy bit.
It is a Family Guy bit.
Yeah.
Not that I would know. I don't watch Family. Who watches Family Guy? That's weird.
I know Peter Griffin is like
Who
the
watches
funniest guy on earth.
who watches Family Guy funniest bits on their computer?
Constantly every day to fall asleep to and wake up to.
Yeah.
Who has 7 Family Guy tattoos on his ass and foreskin?
There's just a Stewie Griffin, like an angry Stewie Griffin head tattooed on my ass, and it says, "You sick little moo cow."
I was gonna say it. Never mind.
I remember in like high school, everybody had those boxers, or not high school. I would have been like 4th or 5th grade, and everybody had
"You sick little moo cow."
Yeah.
What?
And it was Stewie. Dude, like Stewie Griffin was like on everything. Like I'd go to the mall
I remember
whenever the
that.
mall was still a thing. Yeah.
When the mall was still...
was
Yeah,
such
you're
a-
right, dude. Malls have
That was
died.
such a weird time. That was such a weird time when literally everywhere you went, it was Stewie Griffin, everything, everywhere.
Yeah.
And before that, it was Eric Cartman.
Oh my god, no, for real.
I remember, I actually went to Spencer's recently, and there was like an entire, like as soon as you walk in, there's like an entire wall of like Cartman stuff, like on full display. I'm like, holy shit, this feels like the 90s again. I tell everybody this story because like it's a weird. Do you ever have those like those moments where like you unlock this weird memory from when you were like a baby, basically? You just remember like a whole bit that happened, and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck?
like a Stewie Griffin bit.
Yeah, a good Stewie Griffin bit
Like
about ray guns. But this like my baby brain unlocked like core memories or something when I was working at the liquor store. I was like, holy shit, and I was telling my boss about this, right? I remember when I think it was 99, and we were at Walmart. It was me, my mom, and my dad. And this is that when they had these bins in Walmart, like the $5 movie bins when they still had those. But they had bins that were like full of N64 games. And my mom picks up Super Smash Brothers because that just came out. And she's like, I want to get this. I want to get this, right? My dad was upset. He didn't want to get Super Smash Bros. Because he still hadn't played Ocarina of Time yet, which had come out the year before. That's what he wanted. So they're sitting there arguing about what to get, right? And my mom goes, but this one has Yoshi in it. And I very specifically remember my dad saying, Yoshi's just a gay dinosaur. And then I told my boss, I'm like, it's also really weird because, like, it's just like the arguments that me and my, like, whoever I'm dating have.
Yoshi's just a gay dinosaur, dude.
Yeah.
We're not getting Yoshi's Epic Yard. I want to play Breath of the Wild.
Yoshi's just a fucking... Go! But I was like, the back and forth is very similar to, like, me and my current girlfriend.
Yeah.
Arguing about something. And then my boss said, yeah, nothing will ever change as long as Yoshi is a gay dinosaur.
Yeah, man.
I thought that was funny.
What a guy. Nothing will ever change.
Nothing will ever change until Yoshi decides to stop being gay.
Isn't Birdo a dude?
Birdo is a chick, right? Or is it a dude that lays eggs? Shoots eggs.
Well, okay, hold on. I thought Birdo was a...
Fat eggs out of his prolapsed face.
Is Birdo a dude is now my... is now my...
Oh, you're already looking up, okay.
Birdo is now referred to exclusively as female. Okay, cool. I don't know why I thought that was a thing.
But Yoshi's fucking Birdo, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it that Yoshi's a female?
Well, you know what? Birdo, as far as I know, was only in Super Mario Brothers 2. Okay. Unless he came around in, like, other games. I never played, like, the newer games. But Yoshi didn't show up until Super Mario World, right? Yoshi? The one on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Or was it World or Land? Mario World, right? What was that one on
World was the first one, right?
Yeah, Super Mario
1990.
World. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then Super Mario Brothers 2 was the one that had Birdo in it.
Yeah.
There are renditions or whatever. I've seen pictures of, like, the newer games where it's Birdo and it looks more like Yoshi but with, like, a prolapsed anus for a face.
Like a blown out asshole.
Blown out.
What's up, you blown out ass face mouth? Birdo.
Yoshi's pink sock.
Jesus Christ.
Yoshi's pink sock world.
Yoshi's epic sock.
It's like they're like those vibrating sex eggs, and he just shoves it in his prolapse and then spits them out at you.
His prolapse is his tail. He's just
ew. He just starts spinning it like a meat spin.
Slinging the eggs at you.
Yeah.
Fucking here comes the pitch.
Mario's just like clicking through YouTube. He just clicks a like suspicious link, and then it goes to I don't know, prolapspin.com.
Ew.
He's just going around.
Remember Meat Spin, kids?
Good old Meat Spin. Kids these days will never know about Meat Spin. They'll never know about any of this. Like One Guy, One Jar.
Nah, because like Instagram has been fucking. Well, maybe I'm just its target audience, but there's a lot of One Guy, One Jar references going around constantly. I get them at least like once. It's also
based on your algorithm, because I know my Instagram algorithm is all just like racism and
Can't say that, dude.
Racism and 9/11 jokes.
Hard conservative propaganda.
No, not even that. It's just funny
Trump
racist
supporting.
jokes that have been lost since like 2016. That kind of shit, or like a lot of like retard jokes too. Because like Sierra's always sending me reels of like.
Well, that happens because I follow Sam Hyde.
Oh, okay. Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah. Dude, you want to catch this? His fucking Instagram is at SNL.
Really? Saturday Night Live.
It's actually so fucking genius.
That's really good. Is that legal? It should be legal.
I mean, he just has the at. I wonder if they tried to buy it from him for like an egregious amount of money, and he was like, "Nah, I want this."
He should do that. He should keep turning them down until they give him more and more and more money.
No, you should just never give it.
And
to
then
him.
he can. Well, eventually he could sell it for like, I don't know, $8 billion or something.
I doubt they're gonna pay $8 billion for an Instagram handle. It's SNL though. They've done stupider shit.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
All right, so should we move on?
No. I'll never move on, Will. She was everything to me. Sorry.
Pulls out picture.
Well, what's next?
Budweiser has unwoked themselves.
What do you mean? Did they revoke their trans ally card?
Yeah.
What did they do?
So
I ain't hear shit about this.
I guess the whole boycott thing, because we talked about that in the first episode, how like, conservative fucking boycotts never work, Yeah. But this time, like there was like a noticeable amount of stock, or not stock, but like just income dropping. And I guess like even with all the they were trying to do, they fucked themselves even more by doing all that damage control shit and all those interviews and everything.
Right.
And I guess it must have put them like they must have like been like, fuck, we're really in a hole here. So they dropped Dylan
Kid Rock
Mulvaney.
hates us now. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah. Well, thing is with Kid Rock, at least what he used to do. So he was a Bud Light sponsor or some shit, and basically what he did was if you ever went to a Kid Rock concert, he paid for all the Budweiser or Bud Light or whatever at the venue, so people don't have to pay like
Let's have $7 for a fucking a goddamn can of Budweiser.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I went to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. They were charging, I think it was a can of Yingling, like probably about this size.
Oh, like a 19.
A can of yeah, it would be $18 for a can. That was in Burgettstown.
That's disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
For a fucking 19.2 ounce can of
the worst part about that was I went to the bathroom at that concert. I was like, fuck. I was like, I really want to drink. I go into the bathroom, and right next to me in the stall is this big can of Yingling. And I was like, all right, jackpot. And I started drinking it, and I was like, this could be stale piss, or it could be like warm Yingling. I don't know. I can't really tell the difference.
Oh.
But I'm almost certain it is stale piss.
Yeah, but probably. I ever tell you I drank puke out of a beer can once on accident?
I drank my own piss out of a Pepsi can once.
That's fucking foul, dude. Just on purpose, though?
I was this is the
most refreshing thing I've had all year.
I was up all night partying and shit. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had to piss, but I was like way too fucked up to go to the bathroom, so I just like rolled over the bed and pissed into a Pepsi can.
Brother,
And then the next morning I wake up, I'm like, I need it. I was like SpongeBob when he was like all dried out, right? And I'm like reaching around, like there's all these Pepsi cans around my bed.
Playing roulette.
Yeah, I'm picking up each one. I had like no memory of pissing the night before. I'm picking up every Pepsi can. They're all empty, right? And then I get to one that's like completely full to the brim. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Here's one I never finished. And I like put down almost the entire can because like I was so dry and thirsty that like my taste. No, yeah, my taste buds weren't even like wet enough.
How the fuck don't you like take the whiff of and immediately smell piss when it touches your lips?
I couldn't smell or taste anything because I was so like A, hungover, and B, like fucking your taste buds just like do not work when you're like that dehydrated.
No, I've been there. I don't know, man.
And I'm just like I'm sucking this thing down like
guzzling
until
piss.
eventually I'm almost done with the can, and then it finally hit me. It's like this.
That's so fucking
like,
bad for you.
It tasted like if you could taste the color brown. That's what it tasted like. And I was just like, oh my god! And then I just had this like, Akira hit in my head. It was just like a flash of me pissing into a can the night before. Leave me alone. But yeah, and then I had that realization. I was like, "Oh my god, this is piss."
Oh, I just pissed my mouth, dude. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I need more.
Welcome to the anniversary, the 10th episode, the 1 year anniversary of Uncle Bill's show, where
Will finally
Uncle Bill
confesses
talks
to
about
his piss king.
drinking his own piss. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Budweiser dropped Dylan Mulvaney.
Anyway,
speaking of drinking piss, they dropped Dylan Mulvaney, and their new sponsor, spokesperson, or whatever, is Shane Gillis.
No shot.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, he's moving up.
Oh, I know that.
Up,
he's got a show on Netflix and everything now. His special just sold really well.
Yeah. His special did so good that Saturday Night Live actually got him on to host. After Saturday Night Live is the one who fired him and canceled him over an Asian joke he did on his podcast.
Yeah.
Like years ago, like 8 years ago or some shit.
Look who's come crawling back.
Peter, have you seen my wheelchair?
You have been watching Family Guy funny moments, dude.
No, what? No. I just heard that from somebody.
One of my friends, whose name is Joe, is usually in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Anyway, kill that joke before
He just makes self-deprecation jokes.
Anyway. Oh yeah, but they dropped, and now they got Shane Gillis.
Yes, sir.
That's
which is like the complete opposite, I would say.
That's a huge leap to the side.
Huge,
dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking, you know what?
They were like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's kind of fucking wild. I'm proud of Shane. He's just some dude from PA too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really weird because I was watching, I don't think it was his Netflix special, but he has one on YouTube that he did before the Netflix special. And he was talking about where he's from, like when he was visiting his dad or something, and it's actually not really far from here. Shane Gillis is like a half an hour south of where I grew up.
Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. I don't know where he grew up. I know it says he was born there.
This is weird. Should we be talking about this?
Yeah, man. I need to talk about this.
Oh, by the way, I also got Shane Gillis's credit card information and social security from the deep web. Should we talk about that too?
This shit's public information. It's on his Wikipedia.
It's just public information. He talked about it publicly, so like, why not?
Oh my god. I hate you.
These are jokes. Anyway, moving on. So when I was writing this, it was the night before, literally the night before we were supposed to record, when I found out that I had to work the next day.
Yeah.
So that's why we were late. But I was like, I just got home from like Ubering and shit, and it's like probably 2 a.m. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I gotta get a script written down so that we actually have shit to talk about. So, you know, I'm going through like every episode, and I'm the way I did it was like I was scrolling through the transcripts so I can look for any topics that we talked about or anything we talked about I wanted to elaborate on, and then, you know, write it down on here. That's like the quickest way, instead of sitting there and listening to each like 2-3 hour long episode.
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through the transcript, and I just wanted to mention we were talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger upgrading to Windows XP in the first episode.
Oh my god.
He said, "I still love Vista, baby."
Yeah.
But the transcript, I don't know if you've ever looked at YouTube transcripts, but like they don't, it's like an AI basically or something, and it does not pick up the words properly. So like sometimes it'll try and like make up for misunderstanding a word and come up with like a different word or something.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Sort of, yeah.
So the YouTube transcript wrote it out as Arnold Sworden.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's super not cool, YouTube.
I was like, hold up, I know I didn't say that.
Arnold Sworden.
It wasn't a hard R though, so it's okay.
So it's fine, yeah. YouTube is what is the non-binary of race?
Non-binary of race.
Yeah.
Those future Mexicans from South Park.
Sure.
Yeah, that's like, because wasn't that the joke that all the races came together and like made like a human that is every race or whatever, so racism is gone in the future. Did you ever see that episode? That's the "they took our job" episode.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember that shit, but I don't remember. It's
where the Terminator portal opens and then they come out and they're like, and then they came and they started taking all the jobs in the past so that they could pay their families in the future. Or afford to live in the future.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know. I never really paid attention to the plot of South Park episodes. I just laugh and then I go, haha. It's funny because Eric Cartman is called the Coon, and that's a really fucked up thing that they did.
I feel like old South Park just didn't have a plot.
Oh yeah, like the early episodes? Well, they had like the first ones, which I remember the Christmas shits.
I mean, I guess they had a plot, but they were just like, it was mostly just satire, like jokes, like,
yeah.
Hey, look, Barbra Streisand is a giant Mecha Godzilla, basically.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton has a snook up her sniz.
Yeah, oh, that was a good one. I just watched that one the other night. Live action Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, you sent that. I didn't even realize that was happening. I never realized anything's happening.
Oh yeah, I just saw that the other night.
Holy shit! She's
climbed up here to bother me because she's in heat again. My mom just gave me a number for somebody who's gonna be able to fix her for like $40. I'm like, fuck yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
cheap.
My brain.
I just gotta go down to Mexico and just
No.
there's a, they got like one of those crank saws and they just start.
Oh.
No sedatives or nothing.
It's just
They're just holding her down on her back.
So you said she's in heat, and then my mom gave me the number for somebody who's gonna fix her. I was immediately like, "You're calling it bestiality, fucking."
No, I was just about to say, I go there and Shane Dawson's just at the counter, like, "Is this your cat?"
Yep, I'll fix it.
Don't worry, I'll fix her, no problem. No penetration required.
Oh my god.
I didn't penetrate, I swear.
Penetrate. Yeah, no, according to him, he just... never mind, I don't... disgusting thing that probably did happen.
So I wrote this down before I found that Little Mermaid cartoon.
See.
But what I wanted to talk about was the original live-action Little Mermaid.
Yeah? Didn't we already talk about that?
No, we didn't. Jim Henson made a live-action Little Mermaid in like the late 80s, early 90s or something.
What?
It was like the first thing they produced when Disney acquired the Henson Company. And it's a live-action Ariel, but everybody else are like Jim Henson puppets, and it was fucking dope.
1989? No, that was
sounds
just The
about
Little
right.
Mermaid.
There was just look up Jim Henson's Little Mermaid.
You're so right. Can you fucking... Oh! I'm gonna fucking scream, dude.
Oh yeah, it's called Little Mermaid's Island, 1990 to 1991.
Holy shit.
And Sebastian the Crab looks like a fucking... he's...
What's the gay
He's
fish's
riding
name?
that-
Flounder?
Oh yeah. Dude, he looks stoned too, holy crap.
Sebastian looks so fucking...
Dude, he looks like he is... The seaweed is suddenly greener.
I just love this picture of him because he looks like he's fucking.
He's like, yeah, man.
They're in the fucking walls, man.
They're in the fucking walls, man. I hear them. I hear them speaking Yiddish. They came to avoid protesters.
Oh my god.
And now they are finally finished. Sebastian the Crab is a neo-Nazi.
This is the second time we've used Under the Sea to make a fucking song parody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Under the floors. Under the floors.
They're making tunnels.
I can make a whole thing though.
Please don't.
We're at Velma season 2 now.
Ew, what the fuck? That's a thing?
That is a thing. They actually went through and did that. And some people are saying, while it's still bad in the sense that the first one was bad, you know, the really shitty like hate jokes and shit.
Yeah.
They said it fixed a couple like plot points or whatever from the first season. And I guess the main villain, they find the killer. Oh, a lot of people were happy because they finally killed off Velma.
What?
Yeah, they like murdered her at like the second to last episode or some shit. And then they found out that the murderer the whole time was Scrappy Doo.
What
So
the
Scooby
fuck?
doesn't exist.
But
Scooby doesn't
Scrappy.
exist in a Scooby Doo property, but Scrappy Doo, the most hated character before Velma, is
I hate it here.
in the show. Yeah.
I hate it here, man. What the
That's the thing. I just wanted to brief over that because we talked about Velma the last time.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I never watched the show, so I can't say shit. I've seen like a few clips. I've heard people's honest takes about it that have seen the whole thing, and they were not impressed. Did you hear
Holy
the fucking...
shit, those Amish.
Oh yeah, they're getting crafty.
The horse is just like, woo! Now you need to make a Photoshop of a horse with a siren on its head.
Oh fuck. Just use the same
It's just
image
a-
and put like a fucking tweet.
Yeah, it's the what was that Naked Gun intro,
I haven't seen foot yet.
but it's a horse.
I don't watch cinema, dude.
And Naked Gun was maybe. Yeah, Naked Gun was the Leslie Nielsen
Yeah, and
He
like
also did
this looks. I remember.
airplane.
Yeah. I just never actually watched. Well, I might have seen one of them and forgot because I was a child, baby, young. I don't know.
But that's about it for retreading over episode 1. The remaster is currently available on YouTube. I don't know if you watched that yet,
No.
but it is so much easier to get through now since I re-edited it.
I bet, dude. That was a tragic
Like so
episode.
much easier. It was.
Like every episode is kind of shite because we're starting out. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. But like how to like, you know, converse on a podcast, keep things interesting.
Well, I think
But that was
I think
especially
after the
shit.
first one, we got a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, there's still just a lot of like dead spots, right? Go ahead.
The first one was so bad because I think like every 5 minutes we would get distracted from what we're talking about to be like, is OBS working?
Yeah.
Oh, why are we even using OBS when we're just recording our audio? You know, shit like that. And yeah,
Not a great
it was
time.
just a shit show. But like I cut all that out. I found some bits that we talked about that for some reason didn't make it into the original cut, and they were actually kind of funny, so I put them in there. But it's cut down to like an hour now, probably not even an hour, and it's so much easier to get through.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't even fucking watch it, honestly.
And it's in color. I think the new thumbnail looks so much better.
Be real with you, Chief. I think I call it the special edition and not just a revamp.
It's the special edition because I went back and
Made it special.
made it special. I kind of wanted it to like be like the fucking Star Wars special edition type of deal, where like I go back and
Is episode
Recut
3 our
everything.
most watched?
I think it is. That's the one that actually made it into the algorithm because at that point we were uploading like weekly.
That one was so good.
That one was actually
That
really
one
good.
was a really good episode. Oh, did you get rid of original episode 1?
I privated it because
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want them to get like mixed up or whatever.
Alright, well, we'll go over that shit, whatever. What's your next, It's on the list, Buster.
We talked about Elliot Page. One of my favorite bits on there. I'm gonna fuck. What was it? I'm gonna fucking
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention in there because it does kind of sound like we're being like real assholes.
We kind of were.
But I think it's important to mention Elliot Page's views on these victim stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about the Jussie Smollett, Smollett, whatever. Smollett. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody pronounces his name differently. But we talked about his fake hate crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
How like white supremacists chased him down the street at 3 a.m. when he was going to get a Subway sandwich in the middle of Chicago at like -9 degrees weathered.
So many details.
So
did we confirm that wasn't a real thing that happened?
That was not real. It's in the news, man.
Okay.
They were like, yeah, no, it was all bullshit.
I don't want to call stories bullshit and then I'll also be like, oh, but that actually happened, or we don't know, and then we're just sitting here like, that was fake.
So yeah, I know the Jussie Smollett thing was bullshit.
Okay.
But when that happened, Elliot Page went on to a talk show. He was complaining about the fact that they didn't believe him, or whatever. That they were like, you know, oh, this is bullshit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, there shouldn't have been any investigation. If anybody tells them about like a hate crime or reports a hate crime, they should just believe it. Don't investigate. Just believe.
No.
Just believe. Yeah, they're like just believe transgender hate crimes because I don't know.
The thing is, there are very real transgender hate crimes that happen. There's like murders and shit that happen, and there's like actual like. But when you're saying like just believe that shit, we're not.
It's just like the hashtag believe women. It's like don't investigate it.
Well, yeah,
don't do any kind of cross it. There shouldn't be a like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Yeah. Don't do any of that. You should just believe them at face value.
It's like no,
and put so and so behind bars.
Retarded. That's such a That's such a like horrible idea. There's so many. There are evil men and women out there. There are so many women that just want to drag down a man, and so many men that, yeah, probably definitely did do it.
either because they can get a payout for it, or to push forward a narrative or a movement.
But it's like the internet is such a wildfire because it's easy. A girl comes out, says, hey, this happened to me, this guy did this, and then if they have fans and followers, the first reaction is burn him to the ground. And then there's like a small percent or a small side of the other person that's like,
it's just like the Justin Roiland.
Right. And
Remember
Adult Swim just kind of canned him immediately because they were like, you have too much controversy around your name right now. And then what ended up actually happening? Because I remember it got disproven and then some other allegation came up or some shit.
Was there?
I thought so.
I just remember it getting disproven and then nothing came out of it because Adult Swim stood by that decision, and like even his like co-creator was just like, well, it's a good thing that he was that he was canned. It's good for the show that he's not around.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. You made Community. Was it Community?
I don't know.
And then that same guy got fucking what's his face? Wow, why am I blanking on his name? He's like one of my favorite actors.
Joshua
Vacation.
Tomar.
Joshua Tomar. No, I don't know why they don't put a stop to his shit.
He voiced so many.
He's a menace.
He's a legend, honestly.
Yeah, but like in real life, he's such a menace. It's really terrible the things he does to people.
Yeah. I mean, he's
nothing's ever gonna stop.
Well, we have to be quiet about him. We don't.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to upset him.
Anyway, so he's a legend, man. He voiced Yami Yugi. He voiced Yuppie from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I thought you meant like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, he voiced one of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. He voiced one of them. I don't remember which one.
I think I saw on his like filmography thing or whatever. He did a voice for one of the Dragon Ball characters too.
I believe so. I think. Well, hold on.
Unless that was like Team 4-Star.
I was gonna say I think he might have just did it for the abridged. Team 4. It's such a good series, man. I
wouldn't doubt he probably did voices for like Funimation too, though.
Absolutely. He voiced for the English dub of Hunter x Hunter. He did Yuppie, one of like the main I believe one of the main characters, not main characters, but like at the end of the show, towards the end.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
What?
Getting back on track now.
Yeah, we're fucking all over the place. Sorry. It's just you bring up Tomar.
If you look up Smiling Friends, he was the centaur.
He did a voice for Sword Art Online.
Oh yeah, I know that.
One Punch Man.
I didn't know that.
Shenmue 3. Anyway, yeah, let's get back on track. I'm just fucking.
So yeah, basically he said like any victim story has to be believed at face value, and any kind of investigation into it would be like, you know, just essentially furthering the hate crime. Like, oh, you don't believe these victim stories, well then you're a bigot.
Right.
For having any kind of, I guess, skepticism.
Like just the first thing you should do is, okay, produce comfort. Make sure they're cool. Sorry that happened to you. If you want to take legal action, we have to actually investigate here.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, but you should, like, if somebody comes to you and they're crying about, yeah, I was assaulted, like, don't just be like, well, I have to find out first. I'm not believing you. Like,
yeah.
You should, like, hey, sorry that happened to you. But yeah, the legal thing is where it gets, like...
When that episode came out, though, I had a friend of mine at the bar. We just recorded that, and my friend was asking me about it, and he's like, so, he asked me if we talk about politics on the show.
We have such
because apparently that's. I'm like, well, I'm not super political, you know.
Right.
The podcast is more just referencing like whatever hot topic right now and just making jokes about it or whatever. Yeah. You know, because it's a comedy podcast, like it in its purest form. Yeah. But he's like, well, do you do a politics? I'm like, I guess the closest thing, I guess, is we were goofing on the whole
we were flaming.
We're goofing on the whole Elliot Page situation. He's like, oh, what's that? And I told him what it was about. He's like, so why is that funny? How's that funny? I'm like, I mean,
it's hard to explain.
I was like, well, we're just. He's like, well, how do you know the story's fake? How do you know it's fake? I'm like, well, you know, I'm not saying it's definitively bullshit.
But it is funny, the phrasing of "I'm going to go you." That's a little fucking funny.
Yeah, yeah. That's essentially what I told him. He's like, I don't see how that's funny. Making fun of a victim,
oh my
blah 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 blah. And I'm like, it's not proven that they're a victim. He's like, well, you don't know that. I'm like, okay, but we're just you know, kind of. What was the phrase I used? Speculating, kind of.
Yeah.
In a way. But you know, it's not to discredit. You know, if they're actually a victim.
I was gonna still. Well, I don't remember that episode too well, but I do remember a lot of us saying that's bullshit. Which we don't know.
We said it sounded like bullshit.
Do you know what sounds like bullshit? You ever heard Elliot Page say anything?
Cinemassacre. James Robles is like, you know what's bullshit?
Elliot Page saying they're a victim.
Elliot Page being a victim. And this is... It's just Cinemassacre just being a full-on...
He's just... Oh no.
Really, really hardcore. You know what's
bullshit? Transgenders. I mean, what's the deal? Why are they so popular right now?
Oh my god. Thanks, bullshit man.
But the thing that I found the other day, the news I wanted to bring up, There's another one that came out. It's like another victim story that turned out to be a huge hoax, right?
Yeah.
And this one is genuinely actually politics. There's this. He was a. Fuck. Hang on. Let me find his name and shit. Actually, I took a screenshot of his Facebook because he posted the screenshots of the messages on there. Oh Christ, where the hell is it? Screenshots. Here we go. Taral Patel. I just saw this the other day because he posted in September of 2023. Since announcing my run for county commissioner, I've worked tirelessly to connect with the diverse communities that call our precinct and county home with nothing but love. Blah, 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 blah. Bottom line, in developing policies and even running for office is simple, guided by my faith, shared American values, and yeah. Well, essentially what he did was he shared a screenshot of all the messages and comments he collected that were like hateful toward him, because he's Indian guy running for commissioner in Fort Bend County, Texas. So I'm gonna read some of these. These are like comments and messages that people posted on his Facebook or something. Mm-hmm. They took screenshots of. Commissioner Andy Myers is a red-blooded American Christian against crime and against taxes. Foreigners like you are trying to take away my freedom and guns. How did we let you, King Pong KP George, brainless, not Brian, Middleton, who loves criminals and Soros, Democrats take over Fort Bend? You will not turn us into India and China. Remember the Alamo.
What the fuck?
I am against false gods and their worshippers winning office in Christian nation. I am with Myers all the way because he serves Jesus, unlike Patel and his followers who worship monkey and elephant.
What the fuck, dude?
Was he even born here? Probably communist. There's some like off the wall shit. We don't need more subhuman who smell like curry and filth in our country. Go back to Bombay. You are not and will never be a true American.
Oh, that's not cool, man.
If someone like you came to my door armed, only good. Yeah, shit like that. Trust me, Andy Myers is a true Christian. Our first commandment orders us to denounce all false gods like the monkey and elephant. Like a lot of repeating that, false gods, monkey and elephant, yada yada.
Yeah.
We don't need. Fort Bend is red. I might have to censor a lot of this in post because he's a who supports terrorists and turning God's USA into a shithole. Vote Myers.
Why? Wait. So why did we even get on this topic? Who is this?
This is the commissioner for Fort Bend County, Texas, or something.
Okay.
And he shared all those images of messages he received from hateful conservative bigots, right? Uh-huh. Trump supporters. He made very clear in his post. These are all Trump supporters and people who support his political opponents. I found this news the other day, like a week ago. He just got sent to prison because the FBI were investigating this because he made it a big deal, you know, that because his political opponents' followers are sending him
and like death threatening him, and yeah.
Right. So since the FBI got involved, their job is to investigate these profiles that are sending him hateful messages.
Did he make them all?
They followed the IP, the credit cards connected, phone numbers, everything. All came back to like burner accounts of his. So he made all those messages himself. So that he could paint his political opponent as a bigot.
As a bigot, yeah.
So that people following him will be like, oh, wow, well, this guy, I'm definitely not voting for this guy because apparently he,
Yeah. I was just wondering, because, like, a lot of that was so outlandishly, like, horrid.
Yeah.
That I was like, there's no way anybody's... Well,
I'm going to fucking... like, essentially...
Yeah. But, like, okay.
Some wild shit that nobody would actually say.
The thing is, like, people would, but it's just the way it was phrased was, like...
They
too intelligent? Too intelligent for that kind of... I don't know.
I wouldn't even say intelligent. It's just like a bunch of like regurgitating the same thing, but kind of phrased differently each time. And it's just
that
like
was wild.
It sounds like it sounded like it was all coming from the same person. Like the monkey and elephant thing kept getting like reused.
Yeah, you're gonna have to censor a whole lot of that.
I am gonna have to censor a lot of
that. A lot of it was just shocking to hear. Oh. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up. Cause like the thing is too is like I hate shit like that. We went over this, I'm pretty sure, on that episode as well, where I hate shit like that because it's discrediting real shit that actually happens. Because now it's like, I don't know, it's just, it desensitizes, but it also like makes everybody skeptical. To the point where now it's like, well, I don't actually know if this person
is... have to be.
Yeah, I don't know if this is actually what happened to this person or not. And it's like, at first, I genuinely thought those were real things that happened to this dude. And that's why I was sitting there, and for a second I stopped laughing, because I was like, this is really fucked up. Like, at first it was kind of funny, because some of it was a little, raunchy and just whatever, and then it got really, like, racial and, like, outlandish, and I was like, oh, this is, like... okay, is he good? Is everything cool? And then it's just, no, this dude made like 25,000 burner accounts and just started fucking going ham on the keyboard. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
About himself, which is crazy. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty funny when I found out. He wrote those all himself.
Bro.
That's insane.
Like, I couldn't even fry myself that hard. I just get depressed. But, like, I don't know if I could come up with that many, like, things to call me.
Well, that's because you're white, Tristan.
Oh, my... Okay, cool. There's some...
You fucking mayo monkey.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think that's allowed. You might have to...
What, mayo monkey?
Just
well, you don't have to censor that because it's racism toward white people, and you can't be racist toward white people.
See, there we go. Oh god, I don't even know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, keep it the honky. That one's easy. Honky's such a good one.
Honky's a good one.
Honky's just a classic.
Yeah, we should bring Honky back. That is a good one. I've been
consistently... My friend Crack and I call each other Honky. It's funny because he's black. So I call him a Honky. But we've been calling each other that since, like, 2015. Since we started hanging out more. Actually, that was, like, 2000... I don't remember, whatever. But that's been in our vocabulary. It's a good one.
Yeah, Honky's a good one. I feel like Cracker's just lost all meaning behind it.
I think Cracker's...
Well, maybe not lost all meaning, but it's overused.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just like, I don't know, people use that one too seriously, and it's just a goofy word.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. I've never had anybody
Honky's a great one. I like Mayo Monkey, though.
I haven't experienced racism like that, though, as far as I know, unless, like, something that I just am aloof to happened to me, but... I ain't really one to experience the racisms because I'm a white. You can't be racist to the whites. I would like to be. It'd be kind of cool.
I guess we could talk
if I could
about
have like a radical thing. Anyway, what's up?
So we talked about Michael Keaton coming back as Batman in the Flash movie.
When was that?
In episode 2.
Okay, I was gonna say that sounds like it was a while ago. Cause what?
I didn't write this down, but I just remembered. I guess Tim Burton is deciding he wants to come back for a Batman, like 89 Batman sequel with Michael Keaton, with Danny Elfman back to do the soundtrack again.
Word.
Which would be pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
I guess Michael Keaton had so much fun reprising Batman that he wants to do it again.
I mean, who wouldn't want
Tim
to?
Burton.
You know?
Who wouldn't want to watch that? That would be awesome.
Yeah,
there were like, what, 2 or 3 Tim Burton Batman movies with Michael Keaton as Batman, and they all fucking rocked. I don't even know why they stopped. Oh, wait, because they were trying to be family friendly for brands because something happened. I think it was Batman Forever came out, and McDonald's was like heavily promoting it. They were like selling like Batman toys and Batman glasses from. You remember when McDonald's used to do the collectible glasses back in the day? So they were like heavily promoting it, and then Batman Forever comes out, and it's like really fucking like dark and borderline gory.
Yeah.
It was definitely not targeted for like a family audience. So when that happened, a bunch of like disgruntled moms and shit started going after McDonald's and everyone else for promoting the movie to children, essentially. So I think that's why Tim Burton Batman like kind of failed, like couldn't get another one.
Yeah.
Like couldn't continue the franchise that way. So yeah, they kind of
just wrong time.
Wrong time.
And now we have the fucking Chris Nolan Batmans that are like extremely fucking dark in some areas and like really but they were at the right time, you know? And it just
true. Plus I think it also had to do with how they were marketing it. Like you can't market it to McDonald's.
yeah. Because kids are like, oh cool, we get to see the new Batman, and then all of a sudden it's fucking traumatizing.
Like, cool,
and they're at
cool, we get to see the new Batman, and then somebody shows up to the theater dressed as the Joker.
They're just Jesus Christ, dude.
He just pulls out a gun, and everybody's like, whoa, chill, why so serious?
Tragedy's funny, dude.
Tragedy is hilarious. There's a video up somewhere of the interrogation with that guy I just saw the other day. I was like, oh wow.
Was it that
took
super
long
mega
enough for
video?
this to... No, that was really good. The officer deploys the neener.
That was such a good fucking...
That was a really good bit. I'm so happy they're back.
Yeah, man.
Did I show you the one they did with Meat Canyon? The fortune cookie one?
Maybe. I haven't really been watching a whole lot of YouTube. Well,
That one was really funny because it's like Matt and Hunter like molest Nick.
The fuck?
And he every time he opens up a fortune cookie, it's like you're gonna get a close, you're gonna get a visit from a close family friend, and then they're just like looking at him and they're like, "What's it say, buddy?" And then every fortune cookie he opens is like, your cousin's in on it too. You're gonna get molested. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, they're good, man.
That one was a good bit too. That's pretty much all I had for episode 2. It was a short one.
I was gonna say, did Warner Brothers ever acknowledge the horribly racist things they did?
What's that?
What do you mean? What's that? There's like fucking. They used to make really like their cartoons used to be so fucked.
So I have Tom and Jerry, like the whole series on DVD, or at least I think it's like the 1930s, 40s run or whatever, 50s. And in the introduction, Whoopi Goldberg gives an introduction, and she's like, "Oh, the views depicted in the older Tom and Jerry cartoons don't reflect the views of Warner Brothers or whatever. They're not."
Cool picture.
Oh my god! Yeah, I love that episode. That
Why
one was
would you say that like that?
No, it's not like it's pro-Nazi. It's literally
I love
Bugs
that
Bunny.
episode.
No, it's so fucking funny because like this Nazis run around trying to find Bugs Bunny because like Bugs Bunny is like Nazi Germany's like public enemy number one.
Oh my god.
So they're hunting him down, and then he starts fucking with the one Nazi. He's like, I forget what he does, but he sneaks off, and then he puts like oil on his ear, drapes it over his face, and then he puts a little mustache on. He walks over,
God.
and he goes, the Nazi like runs back with his uniform. That's the picture he just showed me. He's like Sieg Heil, and he's like, why you tootin', brutin', tootin', 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 shootin', tootin'. It's the fun. I'll have to show you the full video. It's so fucking funny. But then after he finds out that he's Bugs Bunny, he shoves him in a bag, takes him all the way to Hitler's castle or whatever. And
Hitler's castle.
Yeah,
Hitler's secret castle.
he had that weird. He had that castle that kind of looked like Duloc from Shrek. It looked like Lord Farquaad's castle.
Yeah.
But he runs in there. He's like, Mein Führer, I finally caught him. I caught the rabbit. And he goes, oh, Sieg Heil. And then Hitler's like, he goes, Heil him. And he goes, Heil me. He's like, I caught the rabbit. Or whatever. He looks in the bag and he goes, you. And then he runs off, right? He gets scared, right? And then Bugs Bunny comes out. He's dressed up as Fidel Castro.
Wait, that's so good.
It's so good.
Holy shit.
They made it. Warner Brothers and Disney both made a bunch of like anti-Nazi propaganda, but
I would assume so. That's red-blooded Americans right there, right?
It wasn't as like on the nose back in those days as it would be now, where it's like super political. Like it's still marketed toward like children, so like it's still goofy and everything.
Can you imagine being a child while Nazi Germany is invading? World War?
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit! Like
imagine.
your cartoons are like about Hitler and shit.
Yeah.
It's like
he's like Heil him, Heil me. He just had the funniest voice because it was Mel Blanc like voicing every character in there.
Mel Blanc is a fucking legend, dude. So
you just got Hitler with this very goofy, like Manhattanish accent. He's like, I give to you the Golden Carrot Award for capturing the money, or whatever. That's I can't do a really good.
Album, whatever. But still,
that was good.
Oh shit.
We talked about the Back to the Future reboot.
Yeah, man.
Which I was looking into the night I was writing this down, and it looks like it's becoming more and more unlikely. Like everything that came out about it is just like kind of scrapped now. They're like, we don't want to do this for the most part. But right. The latest news to come out is that they've been rumored to cast. They were doing like casting like auditions or whatever for Marty McFly. That they're looking at either Tom Holland or Justin Bieber to play Marty.
Marty's a twink. Wait, let me.
Those are literally like the worst people to cast in like respects to that character.
Yeah, Justin Bieber is a weird role. Has he acted in anything before? I mean, he definitely has, but like, has he recently?
I think he was on an episode of like NCIS or something, whatever that show was, and he got he was in like at the end of the episode getting fucking like shot up by like an entire police brigade, which is like one of my favorite scenes in history of anything. He's like he's with like Dr. Dre or something, and they're like criminals on the run or something, and then Justin Bieber's like, I ain't going down without a fight or something. This is when he was still like 16 years old too.
Oh my god!
And he grabs the gun out of like the fucking glove box or whatever, and he gets out and he like aims at the police, and then they all just start opening fire, and then it's just this really good shot of Justin Bieber getting holes blasted through him. He's like.
That's
and
wild.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good episode.
And that Back to the Future, you said it was a remake, right?
It's supposed to be a reboot. I speculated before, a soft reboot because Christopher Lloyd was supposed to reprise his role. So like what I had assumed was he goes back in time or whatever, fucks something up, and then Marty McFly is black now.
Alright, cool.
That was the speculation before. Now they're saying that they're rumored to be casting Tom Holland or Justin Bieber, which I feel like by the time that ever gets off the ground, they would be way too old to be playing a like 15, 16-year-old.
They should do Chalamet, man. Timothy Chalamet. It's pretty cool.
Isn't he older too?
He's 28, but he looks like he's fucking 15. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, no, he does look like a little like Zoomer for some reason.
Bro, he looks so young. It's crazy.
He looks like he would say bussin' or cap.
Chalamet, more like, man, he's gay. Anyway,
we talked about the original Mortal Kombat and didn't really have anything to say about it because you hadn't watched it, but now you watched it. And
OG Mortal Kombat, yeah, man.
OG Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We came here.
That was a good
we
time.
watched it. We watched Liu Kang versus Bag of Worms.
Bag of Worms. Yeah,
Bag of
bro.
Worms.
Forgot about that bit. That was a good one.
That was a good bit.
You're fucking howling.
That was a day.
That was a good weekend, honestly.
That was a great weekend.
Just going a little bender. Anyway.
We'll talk more about that weekend, but how did you enjoy the first Mortal Kombat?
I forget a lot of it, dude, but it was good.
It's good. That's all I had to say about that.
Awesome. It was a cool movie.
Shit, do I have the page for this? Yes. I've been wanting to do this for a while to clear up some misinformation, I guess, about Crystal Skull.
Oh.
Because I felt retarded. This is about the time Oppenheimer came out.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when I think about history, it seems a lot more recent than it actually was.
Yeah.
I for some reason didn't realize that the first nuke was dropped in like the 30s.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was later than that. I'm kind of retarded.
What did you say?
So we were talking about Crystal Skull in the third episode, and I was like, being a fucking idiot, I'm like, how the hell is there already a nuke? How do they already know about nukes? And this is during the Cold War, so like...
Like when they were threatening nuclear warfare? Oh, fuck. So how did they already know about nuclear bombs?
This isn't the... Oh, you know what? This is the Indiana Jones 5 review.
Dial of Dixtony.
Dial of Dixtony. Well, essentially, I had written down a whole thing that went over... Basically, there was a specific, well-known testing site that they called the Doomtown. And that's where Indiana Jones ended up. And because I'm really bad at my history for some reason, even though I have always had a fascination with that era,
It's okay. I don't know anything, so when you were talking about that, I was probably like, huh, yeah, how did they already know about it?
Yeah.
Just sitting there, like, agreeing and nodding my head, like, I have no fucking clue anyway.
That being said, I did watch rewatch Crystal Skull a couple times, just to prepare.
A couple?
Because I did a whole... Yeah, I did a whole Indiana Jones binge, like, actually, while I was writing this, I did a whole Indiana Jones binge.
Damn.
And looking back, Crystal Skull wasn't quite as bad as I remember it. Like, Aliens is still Aliens. Enough said. I feel like they could have gone in a good direction, because, like, it's the mystery of the Crystal Skull, which is a real, like... I feel like any archaeologist at that time would have been like, "Oh shit, the Crystal Skull," you know?
Yeah.
That's a genuine, like, because, like, you know, they're after, like, artifacts and shit, like ancient artifacts, and that's the Crystal Skull is one of those. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have made a plot around that, which, I mean, they did. They could have made a plot around that, and it could have been better. But just, I feel like it went too far with the CGI aliens. I feel like that's where they fucked up the most.
Yeah, kind of. It ruined the
feel.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones feel. It's like something similar with that you've never watched Naruto like all the way through.
No, I couldn't stand Naruto. To be honest with you.
That show is amazing to me, but it's a similar kind of feel with that, where in the beginning, like the first part of Naruto, like original Naruto, it's like ninjas and they're using tools and shit and playing with, like, you know, like there's a lot of like power and shit.
I do remember and, like, Naruto kind of going overboard.
Yeah, no, it's just like it turned into like now it's just everything is like Dragon Ball Z Kai Blast and Ki Blasts and like they're like fucking nobody's throwing kunai anymore. Who the fuck is a shuriken's not doing anything. But yeah.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Kilometer, I hardly know her. Anyway.
Yeah, a couple other criticisms that, I mean, have already been done to death, but I just wanted to talk about them because it's still so funny. Is the fucking... First of all, we'll go over the fact that they had a good take. I mean, Red Letter Media's covered this like countless times, but I don't know if you're aware of this. When the trailer came out for Crystal Skull, they had a really good take for one of the scenes, but they used one of the bad takes that you think they would have cut out in the actual movie.
Okay.
My YouTube is being slow as shit. Why the fuck is everything running so slow? Holy hell.
How many fucking programs
you got? It was literally running perfectly. I got OBS. Here, I can actually kill this, microphone settings. Audacity, OBS, and Discord.
OBS is a huge one. Audacity probably hurts a little bit. You're using your webcam. I don't know why it's called a webcam.
True.
You're using your camera. We're on a Discord call. You're streaming video through Discord, plus a bunch of other background shit that you probably don't even know is running.
I don't know if this is gonna...
I'm gonna say, I can also just stream it because I have good computer, if you want to send me a link.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Yeah, let's do that instead.
You're a teacher? Part-time.
Why did they use that take? You know, the worst one?
Part-time.
There's a wonderful moment in Crystal Skull where Shia, playing Mutt, turns to him and says, "You're a teacher?"
You're a teacher?
And he says,
"Part-time." Part-time.
Why did he say it so weird? Was that an outtake? They used a better take in the trailer, even.
Part-time. Part-time. Part-time.
Anyway, the ultimate threat in the film, I guess, is that if the Russians get the Crystal Skull, Ivana spank off.
Bro.
But yeah, no,
Fart time.
fart time.
Fart time. Oh, that's so good.
Fart time. Oh wow, my camera's actually like, okay, this looks good.
Good job.
But yeah, no, that one was kind of goofy to me because it's like,
Why did they use this take?
yeah, it reminds me of that one bit from like the old Mickey Mouse cartoons where the guy shows up. He's like, "What do you say? Milk time,
Oh yeah. I thought of
fart time,
bath time.
oh,
Fucking AVGN.
bath time, yeah, bath time,
Say bath time.
bath time."
Ugh.
That, and then there was the part. It's so weird to me how they cut that movie too, because like there's a part where they were in the Jeep or whatever, being transported to a base, and Mutt tosses Indy his knife, and he's back there. He's like trying to get the rope cut,
India?
and then, huh?
Did you just call him India?
Did I? I'll have to listen to it in the playback.
That's
I
so
probably
fucking
did.
funny.
India's
why.
trying to. I probably said Indy, because I do that a lot. I go,
No, I don't. Whatever. It's that.
I think maps are really important in our schools, and
Minor
things that-
attracted persons.
Oh no!
Do you
No!
remember?
No! 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 No!
Do you remember
No!
that was
No!
a
No!
thing?
No! Yeah,
Like, maps are
Um,
super important in our school.
maps are important. But yeah, he goes to cut the ropes, and then there's like a, and he goes, oh shit! But you don't know what he like. What did he do? Did he cut himself? Did he cut a hole in his pants? Like,
Oh,
what,
they just
what was
don't
the
show,
joke
like,
there?
any, yeah.
They don't show what happened. You hear a rip sound, and then he goes,
Oh.
and then Mutt's like, oh shit.
And
And then he unties himself. Then nothing is said after that. It's like, what did he just do?
It's awesome.
What's the? I feel like it would be funnier if there was like a punchline to that. But I don't know. I feel like it was a great movie up until the aliens like actually showed up.
I haven't seen Crystal Skull in a long time. I'll have to
Despite a
rewatch
few editing choices that were counterproductive.
it. Yeah. Part time.
Part time.
That's so
Bath time.
bath time.
Bath time.
Uh,
All right. Well, we'll on that note, we're gonna take an intermission here because I'm gonna go try and cool off a little bit before we get through the rest of this.
okay.
It's fucking hot up here.
Yeah, man.
All right. We'll be right back with the Alec Baldwin trial.
All right.
Alec Baldwin in the bath time.
When he murdered that person in cold blood.
he pulled out the gun and went, bath time. That was the last thing they saw before being shot down by Alec Baldwin.
Garbage
Was-
day.
Garbage day.
No.
He said, he pulled out the gun and said, part time.
Part time.
All right. And on that note, we'll be right back.
Yep.
Hey there, Uncle Bill here. You didn't think I'd stop doing these monologues, did you? Anyway, I just hope you're enjoying this belated 1-year anniversary. Unfortunately, we can only afford to do this part-time, but if you hit that subscribe button, we will be one step closer to making this channel our primary focus, and one step closer to buying out mansions, hiring sweatshop workers to sell you some dope merch, and babysitters to watch our neglected children. Oh wait, we still haven't talked about that one yet. Anyway, let's hop back in and see what Alec Baldwin's gotten himself into this time.
On pause.
Yeah,
And
I
we're
didn't
back.
pause any of my shit, so it'll be like
Good
15
idea.
minutes of like cycling through trying to figure out what's not actually talking.
What a good idea, man.
I feel like I have to sneeze.
It's engaging content. You got it.
Okay, I think we're good. So, you ready to talk about Alec Baldwin killing a guy? Oh, fuck.
There it is. And we're back.
Holy shit. And we're back. Oh, yeah. Great timing.
Yeah, man.
I have to scroll through all this porn to find the actual headlines that I saved.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
Just
So
hi.
there were a lot of updates came out about Alec Baldwin, that whole situation.
Yeah, weren't they like remember we talked about this, but wasn't somebody actually trying to like sue him or something, or like
Yeah,
somebody was
pretty
trying to do
much.
something?
So the case, as far as I know, was closed because the armor was found guilty, which we talked about, for tampering with the evidence.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then they tried to they reopened the case and put more charges on Alec Baldwin, and saying that he wasn't practicing like any safety on the set, which was dropped pretty quick because he made like a TikTok or something that showed like, you know, the whole like filming process. It showed like all the safety measures he was taking
Yeah.
during that, right? But they just kept trying to like, you know, keep charging him and charging him. But one of the most recent ones I found, the armorer's lawyer, I think, was trying to get her off.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking childish, dude.
Okay, so she was convicted in March and sentenced to 8. Yeah, this is old news actually, but it's been on my it's been in my tabs for a while now. Well, I guess we recorded our last episode on here in like March, right?
Maybe. It's been a bit.
Well, no better time to bring it up than when we're rehashing old topics.
Of course.
Sentenced to 18 months behind bars for her involvement in the death of 42-year-old Helena! Helena Hutchins. I think that's Hallyna.
Helena?
Helena?
Probably Helena.
Helena!
That fucking movie is great.
She was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter, but acquitted on a charge of evidence tampering. So even though she was, I mean, I guess that's why she had the charge, but she was acquitted for it.
Yeah.
And there was a reason. Hang on, it's probably in here. Prosecutors blame Gutierrez Reed for unwittingly bringing live ammunition onto the set of Rust, where it was expressly prohibited, because you know, Alec Baldwin trying to be like very safe. Yeah.
Trying not to.
And for
I
failing
mixed
to-
up the bullets on accident.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh fuck. That's cartoonish, dude. Oh, those weren't the
is.
blank bullets. Those are the real bullets.
Oops. Oh, dang it. I mixed up the bullets.
Man, I killed someone. That's fucked up.
It's like Brandon Lee.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like, oh shit, that was a real bullet. Whoops.
I guess I put my bag of real bullets.
having part in the Chinese mafia? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a prop handler.
Goddamn.
Let's see.
Nobody talks
And
about
failing to follow basic gun safety protocols. At sentencing, Reed said she had tried to do her best on the set despite not having proper time, resources, and staffing. Oh, lying bitch. And that she was not the monster that people have made her out to be. She sounds like Amber Heard.
Yeah.
People were making me out to be a monster. They're threatening to put my baby in a microwave. We never talked about that.
No.
Amber, like the last day of that trial, she's like up there doing like the It's like, look how distraught I am right now.
Yeah.
Look how water bottle.
Bumping coke on stage.
Bumping coke. Yeah.
That's great.
She's like, oh man, I'm so distressed. It's all Johnny Depp's fault. It's his followers. They're talking about putting my baby in a microwave. It was a real thing. It was a real thing. It was so fucking funny.
You know, it
is fucked up, but
I don't even know if there's a butt there. It's kind of fucked up. It is funny. It is funny though. I guess that's the butt.
No, it is a big butt there, and it's pooping in the bed.
It's a real thing that happened.
Let's see. Baldwin, who was staring. Whoa, this is a weird typo. This is ABC 15 News. Baldwin, who was staring the movie's lead actor. I think that's supposed to say starring as the lead, but they wrote staring the movie's lead actor.
That could have been an AI article.
Maybe.
Or like some of it
that was
AI
very. That's two words in a row that are typos.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking.
Oh, well, I guess Baldwin, who was staring the movie's lead actor and was also producing the film, fired the fatal shot. He pleaded not guilty to involuntary manslaughter charges. The 65... Whoa, Jesus Christ, he's 65?
Yeah, he's pretty old.
God damn, I didn't know he's that old. He was pointing a gun at Hutchins during a oh, geez, they weren't even filming it. It was a rehearsal.
Oh!
When the gun went off, killing her. Yeah.
That sucks. They didn't even get to use the footage.
Okay, I'm gonna need you. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stand right here and whoops!
Setting them up like, all right.
Whoopsie daisy.
Make sure you're aiming for a fatal spot.
Yeah. Killing her and injuring the movie's director, Joel Souza. Baldwin said he pulled back the hammer but not the trigger, and the gun fired. Baldwin's trial is set to start next month in July, so we'll have more to talk about here in like a week.
God, we're fucking vultures.
I know.
Like a real life, like this dude accidentally killed somebody. We're like, ooh, cool content.
We're just circling their corpse.
Just, oh man, content!
Wow.
Look at the content down there, dude.
Who doesn't do that though? At least we're honest about it.
I don't know. That's kind of the whole world at this point. Entertainment is crazy.
I am the nicest asshole you will ever meet.
That's such a shit pin. Like one of those 50-year-old dads who's like, I'm an asshole and my wife is a bitch. We get along perfectly in hell together. Grim
Reaper holding two pistols. Yeah. I'm the nicest asshole you will ever meet. You haven't seen a bag of shit until you've met my wife.
My wife might be batshit crazy, and I might be schizophrenic.
A bag? No, thank you. I got one at home. Yeah.
I might.
I'm an old fucking schizo.
I might be a.
Who shouldn't be posting on Facebook.
Just get one of those shirts that's. I might be a pedophile, and my wife might be a fucking. Well, be 13.
I have a shirt. Oh my god! Cut it.
My wife may be 13 years old.
I think I showed you, but I have a shirt, and it's
Sorry. It's just really funny. Okay.
I have a shirt. It's the Grim Reaper holding the pistol, and it says "Born." It's in like the death metal font, and it says "Born to shit, forced to wipe."
Right. That's like
That's a good one.
That's a classic one.
Ah, here we go. So we're talking about episode 4, okay?
Are we?
Another billionaire in Ohio is trying to recreate the Titan submarine.
I heard about that. Fuck. It's just still perplexing news because here we go again. Do you think he's gonna like get the blueprints of that thing and like fucking try to remake it 1-to-1? He's like, I don't know why it didn't work the first time. This design was genius.
I don't know why it didn't work. This is incredible. This is
a breakthrough. This is a technological advancement.
Why haven't I thought of this? Yeah.
We could take this baby to Mars.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have fun writing the song about this one though.
Oh god, are you doing another Under the Sea?
Maybe.
I wouldn't.
No.
Go for like a.
I already used that one. We'll use something else. Something ocean themed. Aquatic ambiance
from Donkey Kong Country. Just freestyle over that.
Just freestyle over it's a rap. Yo. Is my mic on? Check my mic. Where's my snare?
Awesome. Yeah, they're doing that again.
Okay.
Did we?
Yeah, they're doing that again.
Why are they doing that again? How are they doing that again?
I don't.
I hope it goes well.
I hope it doesn't, so I can make fun of it again.
Jesus Christ! I just want the world to burn so I can laugh.
Yeah.
I love tragedy. It gives me new fuel for my podcast.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm just so desensitized from a post 9/11 world that
I don't know. You can still feel empathy.
I have so much fun. I don't.
All right. Well, that sucks.
How are you empathetic toward a guy who's just like, oh, the Titanic submarine? I can do that again.
Well, cause fucking I don't know. Humans are stupid. It's like pity almost. You just feel bad.
Yeah, I guess pity's a better word than empathy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's like two sides of the same dodecahedron, you know.
True. I also like rewatched Indiana Jones 5 a couple times because me and Axel went to see it in theater because like we always did our like, you know, $2 Tuesdays, matinee Tuesdays. It's not $2 anymore. It's like $8 for a matinee, which is like the price of a ticket like 5 years ago on any other day.
Yeah.
It used to be $2. But yeah, so we always did our movies every Tuesday, and we decided to go see Indiana Jones since he hadn't seen it yet. It was the part where they're falling out of the space vagina, the cloud vagina, sorry.
Yeah.
And you remember it goes like completely silent while they're falling out of the sky? It goes completely silent, and then all you hear in the whole theater is just Axel just go. He's like, oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. That shit's fucking...
It's so much funnier if you're there to like experience it, but it was just completely quiet.
You're watching this like
plane
cinematic shot of a
scene, of a plane falling out of the sky, and then you just hear,
"Oh damn!
Oh damn!"
I would have lost it, dude. Axel's fun to take to theaters. Dude.
Yeah, we just went and seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice. How was that?
It was really good. I guess it's so there's 3 movies before that, but this one, even if you didn't watch the previous 3, it felt good as a standalone movie because it's starting a whole new trilogy that's still canon with the last 3 movies. But this one, it feels like the first Star Wars movie, where you got this character is just, you know, doing his thing, living his own lifestyle and everything, and then tragedy happens, and then he's off to avenge his, you know, whatever happened.
The first Star Wars movie is in episode 4 or episode 1?
Episode 4.
Okay.
So you got your Luke Skywalker character,
Yeah.
and then his Uncle Ben and Aunt Owen were killed, and then he goes off on an adventure because he's like, oh, well, there's nothing left at home.
Hold on. Uncle Ben and Aunt Owen?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru. Whoops.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben and Aunt Owen.
Aunt Owen, holy shit.
But then he meets his aunt. He meets his Obi-Wan Kenobi, basically his Obi-Wan Kenobi / Yoda, who teaches him the ways of the Force. I guess essentially, he teaches him like the origin of the apes' religion, because like basically in this movie they all believe in Caesar, like Caesar the god.
Yeah.
And because this is taking place like hundreds of years after Caesar died, basically they worship him like a god, but every other culture of apes, every village or whatever, they have a different idea of what Caesar was. So like Caesar's a vengeful god, or Caesar's a peaceful god.
So it's religion.
It's like, basically religion, but there's one ape left who was around during the age of Caesar. He's old as fuck, and he's like I've stayed underground, preserved like all the books written by Caesar that were around during the time of Caesar, and he's like, eventually I want the world to know, like, you know, what Caesar actually is, instead of this, the true Caesar, instead of like this twisted version of Caesar.
All these different weird ideologies.
Basically how like different cultures take God, like it's all the same God, but they rework the word of God to push a narrative, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially what it was about, and it had like one of those old time like fantasy adventure kind of feels to it.
Okay.
Like classic storytelling, like you know, you got a character, a tragedy happens, they meet an Obi-Wan, they learn the truth of society or whatever, and then they run into the guys who I don't know.
They have a Joker ape.
Yeah.
Was there a really cool Joker ape with like a scar?
And he says, "You get what you fucking deserve," and then he shoots the other ape in the face.
Oh, that would be the Alec Baldwin ape.
He says, "We live in a society." He says, he's like, "Let my people go." He's like, "Why so serious?" and then all the monkeys discover theaters. They're like, "Well, this is what humans used to go out and watch."
The second time.
This is how humans used to go out and watch movies. They watched a movie called The Planet of the Apes back in the 20th century, and they're watching the OG Planet of the Apes on the theater. Like the old ones from the 70s. They're watching it, and then a monkey shows up dressed as the Joker and goes, "Why are you so serious?" That's the second time we've used that joke.
Second time you've used
Sorry,
that joke.
Harrison Ford. Yeah. I guess Harrison Ford, the Harrison Ford airplane joke has been retired. We're just gonna talk about the recurring bit of the Batman.
That's so
shooting.
much worse.
That is so much worse.
It's like a real thing that happened. And was really fucked up.
Well, so was Harrison Ford crashing his airplane.
He never crashed his airplane.
Did crash
into the Twin Towers?
Oh, not into the Twin Towers. He crashed them though. We didn't always say Twin Towers.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
said he crashed his airplane into a Jackass studio. Crashed his airplane into an MLK rally. He's crashed his airplane into the Twin Towers.
Oh my god!
There's a golf course, what have you. And now the Joker ape is shooting up a theater of monkeys. Why?
Why so
Why so
serious?
serious? We had a grimace bit in that episode that we just scrapped. And now it's weird listening back to the episode, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was drinking this grimace shake, and now my insides feel weird. And then we were originally gonna end the episode with me dead on the floor
From the grimace
with
shake.
the grimace shake pouring out of it.
those.
Yeah. And then we just never did it, so now it's just a weird.
It's just
weird
in
bit
there.
where we're talking about feeling weird after drinking a grimace shake.
I mean, nobody's really seen it yet, so you can add it in now and then re-release that episode.
We instead ended the episode with us going to see Star Wars Episode 3, the final chapter in the Star Wars trilogy, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. There's no way
That was a fun
Palpatine's
time.
coming back from that.
No, absolutely no way. And we had a great time. We were drunk as shit because we had we didn't even talk about this. They had like Yoda soda and Jedi Knight elixir or
Jedi
whatever. They had like
Blast or,
themed
whatever.
Jedi Blast. Jedi Punch. They had themed alcoholic drinks there for Star Wars, which they do all the time. Me and Sierra went and saw The Shining there, and they had a drink. It was red rum.
Nice.
It was like blood colored rum, which is cool. But they do those themed drinks. They were out of them, so we drank that. What was it, like an amber beer? And it tasted like dog shit and a cigarette.
No, I just got
terrible at first.
I just got an IPA, which I like IPAs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I ended up drinking this one. It was like an amber beer, and it was like dog shit. But after like halfway through that, I was already like, it was really high alcohol content.
I remember because I grabbed 2. Because I was like, I'm not getting up to go grab another one. And then I like basically slammed to the first one and then like just started sipping on the next one and I was like, I'm fucking
I drank that first one, and then I was like, you know what? I'm actually developing a taste for this stuff now. So I went back and grabbed like 2 or 3 more, and I came back cradling all this fucking beer with me. And then I put them down real quick and then had to go back and get another one, and I was fucking sloshed by the end of that.
Yeah.
I think in that video you could tell how drunk we were.
Oh yeah, we were not speaking correctly, I'm pretty sure.
I was like, we just got done watching Star Wars Episode 3.
Oh yeah. That was good. It was a good time.
But we got really fucked up, and then
we went and got sandwiches.
well, first we went back to the parking garage. And I think I have the video where we were in the porta potties, remember?
Oh yeah. Just shouting.
We were like shouting, we were like slamming, we were like punching the walls to like contact with each other.
Yeah.
And then I came over and started rocking your porta potty while you were in there.
Oh yeah. That was great.
That was a fun time.
Oh yeah.
And then we went and got fat bitches.
Yeah, man.
From Are You Hungry?
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is because I have sad news. Are You Hungry has officially shut down.
Why?
Probably not being able to keep up with the inflation, like prices to make because they already they charged like nothing for those sandwiches, and they were packed with like everything you can think of.
That's fair, and I guess the
owner food to the max.
Or I guess owners or whoever owns it, they didn't want to like increase prices. They were just like, oh, let's just cut this one short. We'll fucking that sucks. Damn.
So Are You Hungry, that has
cool.
been around since 2003, is now shutting they're gone now.
Biden's America.
Because of Biden's fucking America, dude.
Ugh. Gross.
God damn it. Fucking Democrats.
I tell you, I was in the
Fucking people trying to turn America into India and China. All right. Self.
Okay.
The only God is the Christian God. The true American.
You gotta stop.
Not the monkey and elephant.
That's Jesus Christ.
That's Biden's America for you.
You better.
Anyway,
stop.
what were you saying? What were you saying?
I was in Target once. I was in Target once with my ex, and we're walking through the aisles, and this little kid was like, "Can we get this?" It was like a shampoo. It was colorful, and his dad was like, "No, we gotta get the cheaper stuff." And he's like, "Well, why is that one so expensive?" He's like, "'Cause fucking Biden did yarn fucking," and just spouting goddamn bullshit to his like 2-year-old.
That's
like
surprised that there's people
kid.
shopping in Target. It's surprising to hear that people are shopping in Target who don't like Joe Biden.
I mean, dude, nobody really knows what the fuck is going on anyway. Do you think that dude even knows what the fuck like Target actually stands for? Terrorists
Targeting...
are really great, etc.
Terrorists are really great. Yeah.
Etc.
Terrorists are really great.
Employees. Target.
Terrorists are really great employees. Target. And you have to do the fist bump when you do it. Target.
Target. Target.
Target.
It's the same thing as the women.
That's their motto.
Yeah.
On to episode 6, we apparently collectively bullied Disney into scrapping Snow White. Just like I've said before, bullying movie studios is the way to go.
Yeah.
We did it to Sonic.
Yeah, they wholly rechanged his fucking design because they fucked that one up.
Mm-hmm. And now we've done it to Snow White. Now we've done it to Disney. Because apparently that's not going forward, at least the way that it was originally supposed to.
No.
There wasn't a whole lot to go over from episode 6 besides Joel munching on stale cereal. So moving on to episode 7.
It's just Joel's cereal. You have the Joel's box in the background.
I do. I'm just gonna have a collection of Uncle Bill stuff back there.
That'd be
at
good.
Some point. You know what else I also have back here?
Huh. Alright.
I have it back there next to a bottle of lotion and a box of tissues.
That's so good. Oh man. Should put a plane next to it and
yeah. Oh dude, have you ever seen those custom Lego builds of like Star Wars sets that aren't actually made by Lego?
Wait. Can you request
I can make a custom. Well, no, people get like a bunch of Lego pieces and then they customize, like they make a custom build.
Well, yeah.
Like original Legos before they made themed stuff.
Yeah.
But I can make Harrison Ford's airplane crashed into the.
I guess you
field,
could
like a
do
golf
that.
course.
I was gonna say, isn't there like a website that
Lego Harrison Ford?
Well, I think Lego does it, where you can like build your own little kit thing. Like you decide what pieces.
Like what you want it to. I could, but I don't know how far I get with that. I wanted.
Also, that's
I
probably
wanted
expensive as hell. You could probably just buy a bunch of like buckets of different. Yeah, I'm thinking too.
I wanted a like 50 by 10 probably. I can't remember. 50 by 10 inches. Portrait of Terry Crews laying naked on a rug from White Chicks.
Yeah.
You remember when they walk in? There's that portrait of him laying.
Yeah.
Laying like that by the fireplace or whatever. I wanted to get that for my living room, but yeah, his dick and everything's covered. It's not like he's completely like, you know, naked or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got like a blanket wrapped around his waist. But they told me I couldn't print it because it goes against their terms of use or whatever. I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm going to Walmart and getting it printed then. But my mom for my birthday, my mom got me, or it was my birthday or Christmas, something. But she got me, it's basically that, but it's Sasquatch, and he's holding a raccoon.
Oh.
It's Sasquatch from the Jack Link's beef jerky. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. I got it hanging above my couch right now.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. You were over here. Duh.
Yeah. For a weekend.
But yeah, no, that's a good idea. I would definitely have that set up like right on display over here. Just like, because you can get I used to have like those huge buckets of Legos you used to be able to get back in the day. It was just a huge fucking bucket, and you could build like literally anything. And it came with the giant green pieces that like basically like a field or whatever. So I can make a big golf course and then build Indiana Jones or fucking Harrison Ford's plane. And then I'll get a little I can order off of eBay like a little Indiana Jones Lego character and then put him in the cockpit.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. In episode 7 we talked about Barbie and Oppenheimer.
We sure did. That was a good time. I never
We
got to
talked
see
a lot about
Oppenheimer.
Barbie, but I think that the summarized criticism, like summed up, I think if you're going to make a movie about plastic dolls for children, then the politically charged plot probably isn't really necessary. I think that's where it fell flat.
No, it fell flat because the advertising was towards I mean, it was a Barbie movie, but like a lot of the advertising was towards women, or Jesus Christ, was towards children.
Women.
What's the difference? I'm sorry.
What's the difference? They both have pea brains.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's wow, we both missed the point of that movie.
Whether we missed the point or not, I don't think it's a point that needed to be made in a Barbie movie, is what I'm saying.
Well, okay, no, it's more or less because of the way it was presented as a children's movie, and then it turned into this, you know. Because, like, Batman's for kids, but The Dark Knight is not for kids. You know, like, it's...
to be fair, Batman started out as more of an adult. I wouldn't say Batman was really for kids even back in those days. It was still marketed toward like a mature audience.
If you say so. I don't know, it's a dude in spandex, man.
The cartoon ones, maybe. There were the Batman cartoons.
Yeah, I guess, well, it's just like, it's a weird realm when you start doing, like, The Dark Knight and then Batman, the fucking cartoon. And it's like...
Yeah. But Barbie was already a child girl's product from its inception. And then every piece of Barbie media has been targeted toward children. And even in the process of making this movie, I've read up about it because they've been trying to make this Barbie movie for like 20 years now, and like every time they pitch a script, every studio has turned them down.
They finally just said, here. I guess you can.
Someone finally was just like, fuck it, here we go, Margot Robbie. And yeah, no, and this is like the first Barbie product that was just like politically charged and clearly not intended for a child audience, even though it was marketed that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like oh god, we're really getting into this movie again. I think it was like some of it was a lot of it was like child friendly, but then there's obviously tones and dialogue that suggests like.
I also feel like the art of making children's content and like being able to write subtle adult humor in there so that parents can enjoy, like, because that's what they used to do.
Yeah.
Like with Freakazoid, for example, there was a joke in there
I literally
that
made
children
this
wouldn't have
point
been able
in
to
that
pick up on.
episode.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because we
I don't
talked
even
about
remember.
we already talked about this movie like heavily. Because we did a whole fucking podcast episode on it. There's really no new points we can make other than like, I don't know. Do we still stand by
That it was a bad move to make it a politically driven plot.
I don't think it was a bad move. I liked that movie. It was just like weird taking it like seriously at points because it was so like. But I don't know. It's not even that. It's not even that deep. It's just it was a Barbie movie, and then they were like, well, let's make this about whatever. And when I say it's not that deep, I don't mean like. I just mean like. It's not that crazy for them to make a move like that.
I feel like a lot of parts are good, but it definitely doesn't stand on like a top 5 movie of the year kind of.
I think it does
for me.
I don't know why.
I think the hype around it leads you to believe that that's that kind of movie, but
maybe I don't know. I also like. I'm a lot more. I feel like I'm a lot more progressive than. But like, I really liked that movie because there was like, and I'm also like kind of gay, so like the soundtrack was a banger. The fucking, the costuming design was fucking crazy. Set design was insane. A lot of that was really good. And I do think like a lot of the political, like there was no really like bad take about it. It wasn't like they did like a bad call and they were like, oh my god, fucking kill every single man, burn every man child. What if it's a man and it's born, we're killing it. Like they didn't. They were just like, men have ruled
I
the
wouldn't
world.
say kill, but it was in that same realm of like, oh yeah, you're the weaker sex. You don't deserve any kind of like free will.
I don't know, man.
I feel like that's the way they went by the end of the movie, and I was just like, this is gross.
No, it was just a reverse patriarchy.
I mean, we've
It was
already
supposed to
talked
be funny.
about that, but
It was just a reverse patriarchy. They were just flipping the tables, and then it was
yeah,
like,
but it's
supposed
like
to
an
be funny.
overall message by the end of the movie. It felt like there was no point in watching it because nothing was resolved by the end.
Things were resolved. Barbie could
It
feel.
literally all went back.
Barbie could
Barbie
feel.
got a vagina.
Barbie could feel
Barbie
things,
got-
man. And then they had.
That's the only thing that was fixed at the end was Barbie got a vagina and therefore she's a real woman.
Don't phrase it
literally
like that.
That's how they. That's how it was presented.
So fucked up, Will.
It literally is how, and I have a female downstairs who is initially was the one who felt that way about the movie.
That doesn't make that point. That doesn't make that point.
I think if men and women both get that idea, that message.
I think it was not what they were trying to imply, but it was a very funny thing to take away from it.
She was talking to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, whatever the fuck her name is. She was talking to an old lady, and she's like, I want to be a real woman. I don't want to be a Barbie anymore. And she's like, okay, close your eyes and cup my pussy. And then a bunch of sparkles came out of her pussy, and she turned into light. And then cut to Barbie going to an OBGYN, and she's like, well, it was meant to make you think that she was going in for like a job interview to become a fully independent woman and able to take care and handle herself. And then she walks in there and she's like, I'm here for my appointment for my new pussy.
I don't think
my real pussy.
I think it was just supposed to be funny, Because Barbie doesn't have a vagina. And they were just trying to make a little haha joke because girls go to gynecology
What was the deal with the whole
appointments.
setup? What was the whole setup for then of her wanting to be a real woman?
She wanted to feel real things. Barbies don't feel things. They're plastic. They go through a routine daily.
And now she's got a pussy, so
No.
all of her dreams come true.
Right, you're not allowed to talk about this movie anymore.
I'm officially barred from talking about Barbie.
It's like
Okay,
talking
so
to
if that's the case, then
screaming
we'll
at a
just-
brick wall and hoping that
If that's the
something
case, then
comes
we're gonna
back.
move on to Oppenheimer.
All right, cool. I didn't see that.
I don't
one
know if you
still.
listened to. Okay, if you, in case you didn't watch the episode, I cut that entire bit out because listening to it back made me realize how boring that movie actually fucking was.
Yeah.
Literally, the entire movie was Oppenheimer showing up at different parties, and everybody's like, Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer.
It's that guy.
It's that guy. It's Oppenheimer, the smartest person alive.
Wow.
If Oppenheimer, you're so smart. Come talk to us. And he's like, oh, thank you for the compliment.
Oh, Batman.
Oh, Batman.
You merely adapted.
He was in the Dark Knight movies too, wasn't he?
So,
Wait, wasn't the guy? What's his name? He was in the Batman movies, wasn't he?
what the fuck is his name?
Look it up on my phone since my Cillian Murphy. I don't know if that's actually his name.
Yeah, it was Cillian Murphy.
Oh, really?
J. Robert
Oh my
Oppenheimer.
god, I just guessed. I thought that was a name I just made up. But it literally was just so boring because it's just everybody like circle jerking Oppenheimer. And then he got the way he says the way he learns that phrase, they did like a backstory on that. Like, you know how his most memorable quote, I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Yeah. They did like a whole backstory on how he learned that phrase or whatever, and he's at this communist party, and they do this whole fucking scene where he's like banging this chick. Who was that?
J. Robert Oppenheimer. More like gay Robert Oppenheimer.
Florence Pugh? Yeah, Florence Pugh.
Sounds like the smelliest
Like
man
Pew Street.
alive.
No, it was a chick.
Smells like
So he's
smells like
he's banging Florence
smelliest-
Pugh, and she's like this Indian communist lady or whatever. And they're like showing like full insertion and everything. Like they do this back shot where like he's on his back. He's on his back and she's like riding his cock. And they do this fucking like shot like from behind so you can see her ass, but you can see like she's trying to get him into communism, and he's reading the like Hindu Bible. And as he's reading the Hindu Bible, they show this like back shot of her like reaching down and grabbing his cock to shove it up in her ass. And he's just laying there reading the Hindu Bible while she's fucking him, right? And he's like, I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
That's disgusting.
And that's the backstory.
That's
It
disgusting.
it showed like full insertion. Me and Sierra were watching.
No
I'm like,
way. Oh,
there is way. Yeah, you'll have to watch it. They showed like full, like she reaches down and grabs his cock to shove it inside of her while he's reading the Hindu Bible.
they actually fucked in that scene.
I'm pretty sure because they showed it in like full detail. Like it looked like, you know, you got your sex scenes where they film it in a way that like they don't actually have to fuck. Like
Right.
somebody's wearing a sock on their dick while they're doing the sex scene, but they don't show it. This is filmed like a porn, like a hidden camera porn, like one of those revenge porn
Cillian
videos.
Murphy's holding the
where he's
camera
got
and he's just like...
yeah. No, the camera's just tucked away in the dresser, and there's like a little hole in the drawer so the lens can peep out.
God.
But like it's filming, like I was like, holy, what the fuck?
This just got really raunchy. It's like, damn, I'm bricked in this movie theater.
But yeah, that's essentially all it was. And he's just like, it's just really mundane. It's just like the life of Oppenheimer, which is, other than the fact that he made the nuclear bomb, is just as mundane as like a regular person's life. But they filmed it. They made it a movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I like, well, that art style is kind of cool. I like that kind of cinema for some reason. Because it's just like, the mundane is so like, it's relaxing. It's more like, you find like intricacies and like little, and they do like
Nolan movie. So
they capture like
really
day-to-day life emotions, you know?
Well, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, so he films these like really mundane life scenes, like a day in the life of Tristan, for example.
Yeah.
And then he sets the tone so it feels like it's supposed to be very dramatic and suspenseful. But when you really read into it, not even read into it, but you take it for what it is, it's just, oh, my wife is crying because of the baby. I need you to take my baby and raise it because I can't deal with women anymore.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I mean, I didn't see the fucking movie. I guess shots like that though, when they're making them more, I don't know.
The woman isn't washing the dishes anymore. It's not useful anymore.
It's broken. I need a new one.
It's broken. The laundry machine stopped. I need a new dishwasher. It hasn't bought groceries or anything. There's something crying. There's something upstairs crying, and it won't stop. I don't know what's going on. I need you to take care of my child.
I don't know about I don't know anything about that movie other than some of the scenes, but like, I assume when he's like when the filming direction was making those really mundane scenes super intense, it's supposed to capture like human emotion and what he might have been.
Well, the thing is, like, I understand,
thinking.
like, that's probably what it's supposed to go for, is like make those mundane situations intense. But what it is it's still very mundane and it's not intense at all. But it puts in like the music is like this really intense filmmaking style. But they just clash with each other, and it's nothing. It's a whole bunch of nothing with a bunch of really hyped up music behind it.
I don't know. That's where we're like,
awful.
I guess that's where we differentiate in our tastes. Because that's where
you can watch it and you can tell me how you feel.
That's what I'm saying, because I haven't seen it. So like, from the description, it just sounds like capturing Robert's fucking thought process via.
I feel like that movie was just music. Yeah. But I feel like the whole thing was like, it's a movie that didn't need to be made. Like, it's a guy who was famous for making the nuclear bomb, and that is literally it.
Well, yeah.
There's nothing else he did in his life. I think the only thing they tried to do though was like, whoa, like. There we go. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Oh yeah.
We got the. Let me do it one more time. We got the thumbnail.
I hate it.
Everybody started doing the poggers in the theater, or the Wojak.
Yeah.
Because
do you think that might have been
Albert
the point of the
Einstein.
movie though? Like it was supposed to capture like this really boring dude who had this great feat about him, and it was just supposed to like colorize that and make it like this was just a normal person. He wasn't like a monster.
But I feel like
he wasn't like you know, he wasn't a fucking.
I feel like if that's what they were going for, if that's what the point of the movie was supposed to be, like a mundane person actually did something like one of the most.
Yeah, and then I can see where the filmography clashes with that idea.
I would imagine they would make a point of that, like a little more on the nose in the introduction of the movie. But the only thing in the introduction of the movie is the introduction was even stupid because he's in like college or something, and his professor's like, you're literally the dumbest child I've ever met. Everybody pick on Oppenheimer because he's a fucking retard. And then he hated his professor, so he like made a poison and injected his apple, like his professor's apple, with a syringe, and was gonna like poison him and kill him. And then a public speaker that Oppenheimer admired was there talking to the teacher, and he shows up and he's about to eat the apple, and he's like, oh no, don't eat that. And they didn't ask why he threw the apple in the trash. He poisoned this apple to try and kill his teacher, and then nothing ever came out of it. It was just like,
so he had to nuke an entire country. He had to make sure that...
I don't know if that's an actual Oppenheimer factoid that...
he tried to kill his teacher. He was one step away from... you didn't know about
Oppenheimer. He tried to kill his teacher. But, like...
if Oppenheimer was alive in current year, he would have shot up his high school.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like that sets the tone for the rest of the movie, though, is because it's like this really intense. He's about to kill his fucking teacher, sets up a really intense scene, and then he just throws the apple away, and then they never get back to that. They never ask, why did you throw the apple in the trash? Why did you rip it out of my hand and throw it in the trash?
Weird.
And then they just move past it.
You pick the weirdest shit to pull apart.
Like, it makes no sense. Why would they film him getting ready to poison his teacher, and then they're just like,
I just see you with the fucking Sharpie on like a whiteboard, or the fucking Expo on a whiteboard, just like the fucking apple.
The Always Sunny meme.
Yeah, Charlie with the fucking...
where he's like...
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, in the mailroom.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, that just, like, encapsulates the tone of the whole movie. It's just, like, making these really hyped up, intense scenes around shit that really just does not matter. It's mundane life, which I feel like can be done, like Tony Soprano, for example, like The Sopranos, or even like Walter White's like family life.
Yeah,
you can create a situation that's really intense like that, like just mundane family life, but you have to have some kind of plot that like creates suspense or conflict with that.
Right.
But the fact is, this isn't a fictional movie. This is Oppenheimer's mundane family life. And my child won't stop screaming, and the dishwasher's broken. I need you to watch my children. That's all it is.
Maybe like I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really say shit. It's probably
the only kind of conflict that comes up that actually makes the movie worth watching. It's like a 3-hour movie too, and most of it is that. But the only time it gets like actually intense and there's conflict is when the government starts pulling everybody in for questioning because a Russian spy somehow got into the test site and learned about the nuke, and then shared their findings with Russia. And then because Oppenheimer spent a lot of his time, I mean, you get that buildup. He spends a lot of his time with these communist parties and everything, so they automatically assume that he is working with Russian spies. So yeah, but you could have done all that buildup, like that one scene with the apple. I feel like it felt like it took up like the first like 20 minutes at least of the movie.
I mean,
and
the
it
movie
was literally like just
2-ish hours long, right?
3. It was like
well, yeah,
at least 3 hours long.
That's why, because it's supposed to be like,
yeah, but it's all these scenes that like have no bearing on the plot. And they're just totally worthless. The plot is he made a fucking nuke, and the Russian spies learned about the nuke because they were close to Oppenheimer, and then now the government is trying to figure out who leaked all their, that's the plot of the movie. But everything else leading up to that was completely pointless to the actual overall plot.
It was flavor.
It happens in the very end of the movie. It happens at the very end of the movie. Everything else does not matter, but they sit on it for like 30 minutes at a time
There wasn't enough
And
flashing colors for you, I understand.
The keys weren't jingling. I don't know. You'll understand if you sit there and actually watch the movie and do it sober, so you actually remember shit next time we record.
I watched Interstellar twice.
That one was good.
Yeah, but that's another one, you know.
I feel like the biopic of Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan, was just a bad idea.
Maybe. I don't know. I've heard great things about it.
Because it's gotta be 3 hours long, and it's gotta build tension around shit that really doesn't matter to the overall plot. I feel like they could have cut so much out of that movie, and it would have been a better movie.
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be like artistic.
I'm not saying it's complete dog shit. I'm not saying it's complete dog shit, but it could have been a way better movie and saved so much time. Did you see the film reel? The actual reel of film for that movie?
No.
Is like the biggest film reel like ever. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find the picture. The 70mm IMAX print needs a custom built booth because it was so big. Here, I'm sending it to you in Discord.
Oh, I did see this picture. Yeah, Jesus.
It's that big, and most of it is just... I appreciate the compliment, but no, I don't agree on that.
I think that's just your taste, though. I think there are people out there that probably enjoyed all of that little... There are people that enjoy filler episodes of anime, you know? A lot of it is just to build flavor and understand character, like, patterns and, like, how they interact and stuff. And it's cool to, like, see, you know, a day in the life. What did he do? Oh, man, he was pretty, like, normal, apparently. This was, like, a regular dude. But, like, because before this, the only real information or clip anybody has ever seen of J. Robert Oppenheimer was the I've Become Death. And they probably thought, like, oh, this dude's a fucking mad scientist. This is a crazy fucking anime antagonist.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just one of those rare people who doesn't need to know every detail about somebody's life.
I guess I'm one of the rare ones. I guess I'm a diamond in the rough.
One of the rare ones. People just have a it's dead. It's dead. People just have a parasocial relationship with fucking Oppenheimer.
I mean, it happens with literally any fucking history figure or historical figure. Remember when they made that documentary about Dahmer? And, like, fucking a bunch of people started sympathizing with him and shit?
Oh, not the document. That wasn't a documentary. That was a biopic.
Whatever.
It was a whole series.
Yeah.
And it was like
docu-series.
It was bad because no, it was just a biopic.
Was it just
It's
a biopic?
different from it. Yeah, it's not a documentary.
Oh,
a documentary was released
they basically
alongside of it, but
yeah. Well, yeah.
That ended up being really bad because it was made by the guy who makes American Horror Story.
Mm.
I don't know if you know anything about him, but he's got to splash a whole bunch of like hyper gay stuff all through everything for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's what he did with Dahmer, and it was like super exaggerated, and everybody I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people on both ends were just like, yeah, this is kind of not okay.
Yeah. The reason why that dude has to paint everything super gay is because it's so easy to pander. Not easy, but it like pandering.
Well, he also is super gay.
Well, yeah, but like pandering to gay communities is one of the most profitable.
One of the easiest things to do.
Yeah, one of the most profitable months is June. Because you just have to put rainbow on your product, and then it's just like everybody will fucking.
And then it sells.
Yeah.
A lot.
And that's just like that's any Hallmark holiday or anything like that. Pride Month is like I don't know. I don't want to get into this whole deal. I'm a fucking a supporter, but also like I just fucking.
See, that's the thing.
Any month to me is weird because it's
I'm a
like, can't you just
supporter-
celebrate shit all the time? Like, why does it gets once a year
Yeah,
and
no,
then it's
that's
just
what
like
I,
it's
that's
over?
what I was about to say. Is like usually during Pride Month, I don't go to the you know, the Pride shit that's going on in like State College, and like I want to say my eyes were more open. I was awakened, if you will.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with a few of my gay friends from the bar, like on Pride Day, and it was probably really fucking like stupid of me to even ask. I was like, why aren't you going to the Pride Festival or whatever? Like, why aren't you at the Pride Parade? That just sounds even worse. Why aren't you over at that
Why aren't you at that rainbow?
Why aren't you out there at that gay shit? Why aren't you on Rainbow Road?
Why aren't you doing the gay stuff?
But like, it was literally my gay friends who were like, yeah, no, I don't support that shit because it's literally just corporate pandering.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like, one of my friends is like exactly what you said. He was like, you know, I celebrate being gay any day. I don't need a fucking day to go out in the fucking street with everybody and like, you know, make a whole spectacle about it. And I don't need a corporation to tell me
that it's okay
to be gay.
Yeah. I don't need Walmart to be like, hey, we accept you. Like, cool, you should just do that.
Hey, we accept you. Give us money.
You should just do that without having to say it.
That's why I've always been against like Pride Day shit. I'm like,
I thought you were gonna say. That's why I've always been against
homosexuals.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm that guy holding the giant cross in the middle of the street and shouting into a megaphone. Which Sierra went to, because I guess she and her coworkers wanted to go down into State College for the Pride Day thing, and she's like, you want to come with me? I'm like, nah, I don't go to that bullshit. And she's like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's literally just corporate pandering.
Yeah, and like a lot of it is like
pandering to like,
because it's a weird line, because some of it is for the people and by the people, and it's celebrated to be like, yeah, we finally got to an era where
extent,
like, but finally got to an era where
you can
like
literally just celebrate being gay any day of the year. You don't.
Yeah, but okay. So the deal with it is that you didn't used to be able to do that. That's why it's like it's a huge thing where it's like we can openly do this and not get slaughtered in the streets for it, or like locked up in prison. Or
which brings me to
completely frowned upon by the rest of society.
Sierra and her coworkers were downtown, and there was I don't know if you ever seen the Jesus guy, like during literally any event downtown, like during a football game or a concert. No, it's this guy. He's usually
handing out like fucking pamphlets,
flyers and shit. Yeah, and he stands across from champs, yelling at people. For drinking. Yeah, so he was out there like full on gay bashing that day, right? He's like, God is watching you. You're all sinning with your buttholes. Shit like that. Like, oh, we don't feel comfortable. I'm like, then just leave. Literally, the best thing to do is just don't be there.
Well,
and he won't be there.
Yeah, but then that gets
he won't have anything to bitch about.
That gets into the whole like, I shouldn't have to fucking, you know, this dude is going out of his way to like hate speech and like cause issues, and it's like I shouldn't have to like stop celebrating or go away. this dude
well,
can
not even
honestly
that.
just fuck
That's
off.
not exactly what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying exactly, but like the best way to fight is just ignore him. Is essentially what I'm saying.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, well, I mean, for both of us, it's probably hard to do, or like to understand how that, because I'm only half gay and you're straight, so like,
I'm bi. What are you talking about?
Never mind, we're both half gay.
We've been over this.
I don't remember anything. I was drinking too much constantly. I fucking heavily relapsed and then I'm good now, but anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. We don't really like deal with gay bashing because we're both seemingly well, I'm a little more flamboyant, but we don't really
walk around with like furry tails hanging out of our ass or whatever. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, because neither of us
makes you visibly gay.
Well, okay. Fucking neither of us wear rainbow shit. Neither of us celebrate Pride like that. We weren't at the parades. I wear
Hawaiian shirts every day.
And neither of us are really super easily like offended by shit. So we can just kind of like, if some dude was screaming at me because my long hair was making him soft, I don't think I would be like, oh man, this is getting on my nerves, like this is killing me. I mean, no, it would probably annoy me, but at a certain point it's like, if there's a whole parade going on around me and then there's just one dude yelling shit in the corner, at that point it's just funny. Because it's like, everybody point and laugh at the weirdo. Like, let's all point and laugh at this fucking weird ass.
At that point, he's the minority, so it's like, you can literally just laugh him off the street.
Yeah.
Or just ignore him, and he's eventually probably going to pack his stuff and go away, because he's just like...
We could actually murder him.
Oh, fuck, this isn't... Or we could just murder him.
We could actually kill this dude.
And he's at 2. Everybody's like stabbing, like all the gay people are just stabbing him, right? He's on the street, and then one of the guys who was there preaching with him comes over. He's holding his Bible, right?
He pulls out.
He opens it up and pulls a dagger out. He pulls a dagger out of the Bible, and he's like, "At 2, Brutus."
At 2, brute gay. A2, brute gay.
He's like, I have something to confess. I also love cock. At 2, Brutus. Anyway, let's move off of that. We talked about, in the end of the episode, we talked about the whole brewery thing. I just wanted to talk about this because we forgot to give an update on that, but I think the outcome was just a fucking spectacle.
Yeah.
Did you hear about how that ended with the brewery situation?
Not necessarily. I don't think I probably did, but I just don't remember.
Everybody from all over the country, probably even all over the world, like even international, all came together via Zoom, or it flew across the country to be there in person to this trial that was being held, or hearing, or whatever the fuck. It was like one of those borough city council meetings or whatever. Because what happened was, I don't know if I talked about this situation in depth, but literally somebody showed up to the brewery earlier in the day to Rocky and his co-owner. They asked him, they're like, how do you feel about State College tearing down the brewery after all these years? And he's like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, no, he didn't even know.
He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we would.
He didn't even know. They just made the decision that they were just gonna pave over the place. There could have been somebody inside, because they don't even know that the building's being demolished. Because it's not just the brewery; it's every business being housed in that building. So yeah, they had this whole meeting, and like literally everybody came to this meeting to twist their arm and be like, yeah, you ain't touching this fucking building. Like, you can't fucking do that. It ended up being like unanimous, well, almost unanimous. It was like one guy on the board still wanted to turn it into a parking lot. So like, I know I've been going out of my way for being a piece of shit.
You should probably stop doing that.
I think no, I think everybody should collectively get together.
Jesus Christ, Will, you can't say that.
I'll cut this part out. I'll censor it.
Holy shit. That's a lawsuit. That's such a fast lawsuit.
I'll censor it.
Holy shit.
I'll censor it. But
there's not even an in Minecraft that you could like save there. Oh.
But yeah, no, you can't even do it.
Holy
but
shit.
it was like a movie moment though, like in the end of UHF where everybody came to the U62 telethon to fund them and keep the station running.
Yeah, man.
Well, it felt like one of those feel-good kind of movies, a feel-good movie moment where everybody came from around the fucking globe to fucking bash State College, like, and twist their arm and
Stop. I'm not going down with you.
If you do this, the rest of the board was like, you know, and he went, at 2.
At 2.
At 2.
At 2. Boro? Anyway, where are we at now?
We're moving on to episode 8.
God damn. Dude.
Episode 7 was probably the magnum opus. I got to go in and re-edit the sound on that because we re-recorded on 2 channels, and I think that's why my voice was so quiet, because it's picking up the left channel, which was your channel. And yeah, episode 8. Super Mega Drama is back, which you showed me the video for that, and we didn't really get into it, but I watched it after I dropped you off.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of pointless
it's
trying to get, like, basically she made all these like accusations which were already shown to be untrue. And then Matt and Ryan came back with, like, you know, disproving all that very professionally, I would say. And I would say they made a bad decision. I didn't say this the last time, and I think it's a hot take, but I want to say it. I think the worst decision that Matt and Ryan made with that whole situation was going ahead and firing the channel artist without anything to back it up. Because I think that's a bad move on any company. Just like firing Johnny Depp because of the Amber Heard allegations. Just being so quick to just fire somebody based off of allegations. And then these allegations and everything actually come out and into the public, and then it's just like...
Oh, you mean
you
the
probably
fucking Don, the guy?
Yeah.
So the thing is, there's that whole, it's still gray. That still hasn't been proven or disproven. But that early on, and like they still publicly interacted with him and stuff. So like I don't know. It's just weird. I don't fucking know. Because both sides are still saying, like, I didn't do it, and then one's saying I did do it. It's like, do you either take this to, like, court, or, like, you know?
Which, I mean, it's just the guilty until proven innocent move I hate from anything.
Yeah, but it's, like, it's just, you gotta be careful there, too, because it's like, well, what if, you know... What if they are? What if that did happen? And it's like, fuck.
What if, but like nothing had even come out yet. Like she talked to them in private, but like I think that's so stupid. Is like such a stupid expectation to have, is just talk to somebody in private and be like, I expect this person to be fired. Or I'm going to. It's like, okay, say something about it then. Like we'll handle this legally and professionally, but until then, we need to keep this channel running. This is a business, you know.
Not even. Well, that's such a. I don't know.
I feel like that's the way I would handle it, but I guess that's why I'm not.
Well, that's where it was like super not sensitive to her position is what she felt was they were like they did treat it like, yeah, this sucks, but we're not going to make this public or do anything crazy about it because like we have a show to run, which is where it's like
they handled it very, very like they catered to her like way more than they should have in that situation, and she still had the audacity. She still had the audacity to complain. Like when they booked her for that, they got her like an apartment or something or a hotel that was like mad fucking expensive, and they didn't ask her for rent or nothing during that time, and then she still had the audacity to complain that she said it was like it looked like a sex trafficking room.
I mean, maybe it did.
And it's like, dude, they're setting you up with a free place, an expensive place, with asking nothing in return, just trying to help you get back on your feet, and you still have the audacity to complain about it. It's fucking wild. And that's when you realize it literally is just a hit piece, because how do you take something like that and turn it into a horror story?
The thing is, like, her whole ordeal with that was, it was way too much information that did not pertain to what she was initially trying to fucking, and we talked about this already.
Yeah,
it's been
like
said by
down the
more
initial
important
story.
people than us, but like, she said, oh, I was assaulted, and they also used to make fun of their dead friend who killed himself, and also, my other friend has some issues with them, and my other friend has some issues with them as well. And they're all going to make videos and talk about these things. And, oh, Matt cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if you know this. And it's just like, who fucking... This is why nobody took you seriously.
Made a point, too. And I think something came up that further, like, helped with the theory that this was all just bullshit to make a hit piece. Yeah. But, essentially, when you actually organize the timeline of how it all took place, it initially came out with Leighton wanting to cancel Super Mega, but couldn't because it was a conflict of interest. And I rewatched the video. I'm pretty sure it was a what's it called, the sponsor or a merch company or whatever. Couldn't. They wouldn't let him say anything, I guess, in a way, because it would be a conflict of interest, because they sponsor Leighton and Super Mega or whatever, or they make merch for them both. So he had to get everybody to get that company to pull out so that he can go ahead with canceling them. And then Lex's story was the catalyst to that downfall, essentially.
Yeah, I don't know, that whole
situation is stupid. The Super Mega drama, it was just...
I can't really
I just found it funny because it's like her trying to say that everything that they disproved is still, and it makes no sense. It's just a whole contradiction.
I don't know. For me personally, I can't say anything about that situation that I don't like, because I don't know what actually happened with her and the guy. If he actually did anything, that sucks. And it's just like, but the way she handled it and the way everybody else handled it is just like horrible job. If you were really just trying to like tell everybody, hey, look out, this dude is he's an essay artist, like maybe you should have just focused that and said, like, instead of hyperfixating and trying to cancel Super Mega for the way they handled it, because they are just dudes in their 20s running a fucking company. They don't really know what the fuck they're doing either. You could have focused on, hey, Don, like, can you answer to this? This is like a fucked up thing that you did. This is my story, and yada yada. But yeah, no, it did just turn into like this goofy like trying to take down Super Mega, which is like just retarded. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bad call, man. Bad call.
Moving on, we talked on episode 8 about these neighbors of mine being complete assholes, right? Man baby about the fucking parking spot.
Yeah.
Literally that night, you remember when I was getting off here, I said I had to go pick up Joel and drive him into town?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to pick up Joel because I actually took some pictures to send to my landlord. It became a whole thing, dude. So right here, this is Sierra's car, and this is the front of his truck. You can see how much space he left. You can't even fit a park there, right? Or park a car there, right?
Yeah.
There's barely any room. This is the back of his truck. That's the front of my bumper. So he deliberately parked like that to get as close to my car as possible. And then here's his wife's car.
What the fuck?
Right up against my back bumper. So they deliberately parked me in that night because they were upset about the parking.
That's
the whole parking thing.
Fucking insane. I guarantee either they are both fucking psychos and did that, or he took her keys and parked her car closer to yours as well.
They are both absolute psychopaths. I found out some juicy information about these motherfuckers.
Are we able to share it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going all in because fuck these guys.
Okay, hold on.
I took those pictures and I sent them to my property manager, right? Because I think I already told you how she was like, oh yeah, people were already complaining about how they're acting over the parking and everything. So I sent her the pictures. I was like, yeah, so this is going on now. I literally can't leave for work. I can't do anything because they're deliberately parking me in, right? So she comes over I think it was the next day or something. Or it was at some point. I was going to work, and my property manager's out front. And she comes up to me, she was talking to me and everything, and she goes, by the way, is everything, still okay? And then I think that's when I showed her the pictures, actually. So it was the next day. I was like, so this is what's been going on.
All right.
And she's like, oh wow, that's actually really fucked up. She's like, are they home now? I'm like, I don't see his truck right now. I'm actually able to pull out of the street, so I'm assuming not. And then just as soon as I said that, his wife comes out with her kids, right? Or girlfriend or whatever the fuck she is. And she goes over to confront her about it. And dude, immediately, the trashiest people, dude, immediately gets in her face like, I'm allowed. I already talked to the borough about it. Yeah, fucking trashy as hell. Just like starts screaming in her face. And my property manager is being like really calm, collected, very professional about it.
As he should. Yeah.
But she's just like straight into screaming and acting like fucking white trash, bro. And yeah, and I peeled out of there as soon as that was all done. And the other day, I want to say probably a week or two ago, I went down to Sheetz to get some Coke or something. And I see the neighbor outside of Sheetz. And he's there playing with this little girl who I recognize. And her mom, who I recognize as a friend of mine. Right? So I text her. I was like, hold up. I was like, hey, were you just outside of Sheetz? And she goes, yeah, I was fighting with my baby dad. And I was like,
oh.
I was like, the guy in the green shirt? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you're fucking kidding. I'm like, that's my neighbor. That's the guy I've been bitching about. She goes, oh, fuck. Of course that's him. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, Yeah.
Need to like record the shit. Try and get some audio files or videos.
I got a couple. I got a couple from my doorbell that were like, they got out of the car and like she was screaming at one of the kids to shut up, like a child.
Yeah.
She's like, shut up, like shit like that, and I'm like, this is so gross. So I got some like videos and shit, but like full on like committed to taking these assholes down, because apparently this guy he throws fucking like little hissy fits, right? And then he'll pull a gun on people to like threaten them and shit. Like, I feel like if I handled that situation where he came pounding at my door, if I had handled that any differently, he probably would have pulled his gun on me. But I also know people like that aren't going to fucking pull the trigger because they're scared of going to jail.
Yeah.
They only do it to like act tough and like scare the person that they're, threatening. But dude's literally like close to getting his teeth knocked out in Minecraft. We'll cut some of that out because I feel like it's a little more sensitive information, but
yeah, you should
figure it out. I just want to make it a point. Because I told my friend I would talk more about it on here.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, they subscribed because they were really excited to hear me talk about what a fucking baby he is.
Nice.
That's why I texted you. I said, I was like, oh, we got more subscribers and you'll never believe why. I texted you.
Cool.
It was that situation, yeah. So I have a civil duty as the Uncle Bill.
Cut out anything that can be traceable, and then keep the rest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything that completes like it gives any information on that person, and where they can,
What, like?
Yes, yeah, I cut that part because,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Cut the part out where you
issue.
said it was public information.
There we go.
Yeah.
That works. Disney is censoring Deadpool 3, and it's clearly to fuck with Ryan Reynolds due to a joke he made at their expense. So like Disney can't handle criticism or a joke, so now they're really heavily fucking with Deadpool 3.
We talked about this in that episode, right?
We briefly mentioned that he took a jab at like Disney being pegged or whatever. He made that joke.
Yeah.
But there was a completely different joke that wasn't in the trailer apparently. I guess this was like during a viewing or something, and then I guess Disney caught wind of it. It's a joke that nobody knows yet, but it apparently had something to do with Disney. And Disney couldn't handle taking a joke. So now they're censoring Deadpool 3 and like really heavily meddling with it to get back at him. Awesome. Which I feel like constitutes as workplace harassment, isn't it? Isn't that a thing? Like where if your boss is fucking with you out of like revenge or whatever?
Yeah, but it's weird because it's
it's Disney?
Yeah, well it's also like Hollywood in general. I don't know. That one's a hard case to crack, I feel like. Because they could just claim, no, we just wanted this to be more child friendly.
Yeah, true.
And it's Disney. They have the money.
There was something that in an article I read somewhere where it was actually like there was some kind of way they linked that, like proven to be. So I mean that article could be Disney's downfall if they ever decide to go through with that. Moving on to the part that's probably gonna get cut down for copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
2 new Beetlejuice trailers have come out for the new Beetlejuice movie.
Oh, cool.
Have you seen these?
I thought so.
Did you want to play them on your end and screen share, or should I attempt to?
Let's see.
did you notice they were trying to make it look like they had practical effects, but with CGI? They used CGI practical effects. I think. Like the sandworm, it was clearly CGI, but they tried to make everything look like it was practical.
Yeah. I remember that plane going down.
Oh my god, yeah. that felt like it was out of a completely different movie.
Yeah, dude, that was rough.
Yeah. Some of the dialogue in there just felt a little like really forced. No, Astrid, I told you don't say his name 3 times. I swear, I mean it. Don't say it a 3rd time. That was like, it was really pushy.
Yeah. It's just really pushy. It's almost like she didn't want her to say the name.
Yeah. No, I mean, it feels like the plot itself, I mean. And then, when the first trailer came out, I had already speculated. I guess this is what they're doing. They're killing off Jeffrey Jones' character, Lydia's dad, because he likes so he can't be in a movie now.
That makes sense.
I think it was right around the same time that Jared Fogle got caught. It was either Jared Fogle or around the time that Pee Wee Herman jacked off in the theater. He got caught with like a bunch of
Oh no!
or something.
Pee Wee's big erection.
Pee Wee's big coon.
That's so fucking funny. Oh, poor Herman.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's 2 ways to summon Beetlejuice. Say his name 3 times, or get caught with CP on your computer.
Sorry,
that being said,
banger.
let's take an intermission, and we're just about done with this, so. And then, we'll be back with the, Tristan's Big Adventure. Tristan's Big Coon.
Oh god, okay.
I couldn't tell if you froze or not.
No.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I'm gonna feed my cats.
Hey guys, Uncle Bill here again, just checking in to see how you're enjoying the episode so far. I see some of you haven't subscribed yet, but that's okay, I got something much cooler for you. It's getting close to Halloween right now, and I heard that if you press the subscribe button 3 times, you will have subscribed to the channel twice. And you might summon a demon, but it's worth a try. Go on, try it. Try it. It's right there.
He said, I'm gonna make a PB&J, and then bro went and got fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. So episode 9.
Get yourself together there.
We went to Philly. We went and picked you up, but we didn't talk about the near-death experience we had, having to break into that Amish bunker and break you out of there.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've had guns pulled on me, knives, but I don't think I've ever almost been killed with a pitchfork.
Yeah, man, I don't know, that's this town. You just gotta watch out for it, you know?
It's a good thing we pretty much got you back home, like, unnoticed, basically, which is weird because you were here for a whole weekend.
Yeah, genuinely, I think what did it was after they saw, like, the horror that we put on, that one family, it just became like known. They need to keep their guard up, which you would think would put them on high alert, right? But there was just one part they weren't watching because of that, and that allowed us to like sneak me, back in. I barely got into I got into my back door, and I saw like a buggy coming down the road, and I was like, oh, that was fucking close, dude.
Yeah. It was scary. Yeah.
Rest in peace to that entire family.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of their fault. They have you locked up in a bunker.
Well, they
basically.
I don't know. I can't blame them. It's not their fault, You're good. Jesus Christ, dude. Do you need a second?
I was hungry.
This feels like a fever dream.
We talked on here about Mortal Kombat 1 sucking ass.
Yeah.
Like the game.
Yeah.
And now you've experienced firsthand
I don't know, the game plays fine.
that it sucked ass. It doesn't download fine. You remember how long we waited for it just to play?
I think that might have been I don't know, maybe that night in particular, the gods were not on your side.
No.
But I
And then
will
we said
say,
fuck it and hooked up the PS2.
yeah, 200 fucking 200 plus gigabytes for a game these days is absolutely
That's
abysmal.
insane. It's unnecessary.
They used to
It's
be
not that
fucking-
much of an upgrade from like PS4, which was like maybe 50 gigs for a game.
Super Mario World was probably like a couple megabytes. Jesus Christ. Might have even been fucking kilobytes, dude.
It was 16 bits.
Right. I don't know what that means, honestly.
64 bits. 32 bits.
16 bits.
16 bits.
8 bits.
8 bit, 4 bit, 2 bits, quarter bit. The wrist game. All right. So this is where the fun iDubbbz drama comes in.
Oh, fucking, I hate...
No, listen, this is wild. So you remember how I said they did that podcast where they blamed Bo Blacks? They blamed him for Creator Clash failing.
Yeah.
They claimed that a lawyer used that video in a shakedown lawsuit because they didn't have the money to pay for the charity, so I guess they needed to figure out where the money went. And this Bo Blacks video where he only collected information that they publicly put out there of where their money's going or what happened to it, they used that, which is evidence of where the money's going in the lawsuit or whatever. I guess they call it a lawsuit. I don't know if it's actually a lawsuit or if they're being really hyperbolic about it.
Yeah.
But since then, it spawned this whole war, essentially, against content or commentary channels. So I don't know if you saw Anissa's meltdown on stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched Turkey Tommy do it, yeah. God, I fucking...
Did you see what came out after that, though, after her meltdown?
Unsure.
So she went back onto their podcast, and she basically said that it was her mastermind plan
Oh yeah, to get clipped.
That she, yeah, that she intentionally did that to get more views.
Which I hate when people do that shit. Because make a video and date it, and like have it visibly dated, and have it so that you can't question whether or not it was faked. And then say, hey, this is my ruse. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get clipped, and then, you know. Because without that, you just sound like a child who like got told.
They all played right into my trap.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it just doesn't bode
Little
well.
did you know, this is exactly what I wanted you.
I wanted you all to clip me and make fun of me and call me a raging bitch. I wanted you to make me feel like shit and then say that, you know, I am basically the worst.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
I think it was during that rant. Or it was a rant after that she did. She started, like, I guess, trying to play victim in the whole OnlyFans thing. Because I guess to her, the whole OnlyFans thing is still the drama. That everybody's still making a big deal over the situation because she's an OnlyFans model or whatever. Yeah. Nobody cares at this point. Nobody actually. It's a fun thing to throw in there and spice up a. It's fun to throw in there and spice up a rant or whatever, you know.
Yeah, there are
if you're already making fun of them.
Guys that do care for no fucking reason at this point, which is like, girl.
Yeah, but if you're watching a video that's like specifically about criticizing, you know, the stupid shit that they are doing.
Yeah.
It's fun to spice it up and make fun of them a little bit for, you know, being fucking weirdos. So she had to go on this rant about the OnlyFans thing, and she said she's like I tried to, because I think somebody might have been criticizing her because she did that whole some of you don't even know what it's like to work a real job.
Yeah. She didn't say some. She straight up just said YouTube commentary YouTubers.
Yeah, all
have
commentary
no idea.
channels. Yeah.
Which is like, fucking whatever, dude.
She's like, I know that. I know I can make you cry because I have. Ian has to keep me on a leash because that's how unhinged I actually am. Most of y'all don't know I'm an unhinged bitch.
Oh my god.
I'm actually fucking crazy.
I hate
women like that.
I hate people like that in general. I just like shut the fuck. Nobody cares.
I hate people who are like,
go to therapy, get better.
Yeah.
Become a better person.
I'm actually crazy. Like, you've never seen my crazy side, dude.
Yeah, it's like cool.
Facebook
That's probably deep-seated trauma.
Facebook boomer posts. The Facebook boomer posts. Yeah. I'm actually unhinged.
God.
My husband has to keep me on a leash because that's how crazy I actually am. And some of you haven't seen that side of me yet, but I'm really crazy.
I'm really insane. It's just a fucking Joker,
I'm like,
dude.
I'm actually so fucking, yeah. I'm kind of like the Joker. I'm kind of actually a lot like the Joker.
She went to Joker and took it to heart. She went to Joker and was like,
yeah.
Oh, that's me. That's literally me.
Yeah. That's literally me. That part where he shot Robert De Niro in the face, that's literally me. And some of you have no idea, but that's actually how crazy I am. And Ian has to keep me on a leash because I'm literally kind of like the Joker. But she was going on about because I think somebody said like, oh yeah, you're bitching about commentary YouTubers and never having worked a real job, blah 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 blah. But you literally sell your pussy online. Because somebody said, cause she's like, she thinks that commentary YouTubers only talk, like specifically have only ever talked about them, and that's the only way they can get views because they only talk about them. And if they're not creating drama, then they have literally nothing else to talk about. And somebody's like, well, we can just make videos about somebody else that, you know, there's drama around. We don't need you. Like, you literally post the same picture of your fucking asshole all the time. that gets more played out. People were talking about that, the OnlyFans thing, and she said I tried to quit OnlyFans, but Ian won't let me. Basically, is what she said. Yeah, I'm like, so iDubbbz is literally Andrew Tate.
Yeah, that's okay, I need to hear the phrasing, but because that could be taken out of context and then turned into an investigation.
No, she literally said something like, hang on, let me see if I can find the quote.
So the quote was, what the fuck?
I wanted to quit OF like so early on, and he was like, "No, you promised."
That's weird. She said, "I wanted to quit OnlyFans super early on, but Ian was like, no, you promised 2 years at least," which is like, what?
That's technically true.
Oh no.
Right?
No.
I'm pretty sure it is. Let it be known that Ian iDubbbz, Ian Joe is no. Hang on a second. What bad? At 9:11 p.m. Yeah, I know. I just looked at the time. It's 9:11, and I wanted to make that joke. Love you too. Bye bye. But yeah, let it be known that Ian iDubbbz
Stop.
of iDubbbz TV
is a fucking. Are they married?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why he took her last name.
Oh.
Okay, this one actually segues into our last topic, so we're going to talk about something we talk about on every show.
Did we ever actually finish what we were talking about there?
Oh, actually, no, we didn't, because there was one more thing came out yesterday, I think. So they did that podcast where they blamed commentary channels. And then I guess Ian, I think they called out Turkey Tom specifically. Yeah. And then, because first it was Bo Blacks. But then I guess Ian said something like he wants to do a documentary with them. And it's like, you already tried that with Sam Hyde. And Sam Hyde was smart enough to know what you were really going there for. Like, nobody's going to agree to do, to hang out with you for a day. Ooh, that's so cool. Hang out with iDubbbz for a day? Ugh. People would pay money for that. But nobody's going to hang out with you and let you do a documentary on them when everybody knows that you only make documentaries out of, like, spite.
Well, the thing is, so I watched Tom's video on it, and he was like, I mean, I probably would do it, because I think, I just want to know what would happen, but also, like, there's really not, like, he's not going to get any cool or exciting footage. I'm a fucking commentary YouTuber. I'm not like a basement dweller. I don't just like stay at my computer all day, but my day-to-day is like I wake up, eat, go to the gym, and then I get on my fucking computer and edit videos and like record more videos, and then I go to fuck to sleep. Like
I feel like anybody in that audience already watches Turkey Tom, so it's like, what's it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Let's actually move on to. We forgot to talk about the Gaslight last week.
What happened?
I say last week, but I mean like a month ago. The Gaslight that I inadvertently gaslit myself vicariously through you.
What happened? I don't remember this.
Oh, I didn't say the first part. So it was something where I said something about Sierra beating me.
Okay.
And made it really convincing. And he said, William, you need to stand up for your... She's going to hear this when she watches it.
Oh.
I already told her, but I don't think I told her in detail. Because he said... he said, she's smaller than you, just fucking deck her. These things are mean, but
holy shit.
she's gonna listen to this, and I just have to say, for disclaimer.
I see the fucking William. You need to stand up for yourself. She is smaller than you. Just fucking deck her, dude. She's such a baby. She'll probably stop fucking with you.
I did say some like really that Sierra did some really mean shit. So your response was valid.
But you wait. So you didn't see the first part though. Like afterwards.
Wait, the first part saved.
No. The first part. I think you sent it to me
part.
via like a snap, and I never like saved it in the chat.
Oh, that's probably what it was.
So
yeah.
I just responded in text.
I said something about Sierra beating me.
Yeah.
Or something. You said, you just fucking deck her, yada yada yada. I said, I tried, but she said if I try to fight back, she'll leak messages of me using the hard R.
Yeah.
He said, oh shit. I said, that's exactly what she said would happen too. She said, your reputation will be so fucked, even Tristan won't want to associate with you anymore. You'll be all alone and die alone.
and that just broke me.
And you said, nah, she's honestly right. And I kept playing along with that. I was like, no, please, I love the blacks. I swear, I'm not a racist. I listen to a lot of rap, and I'm good friends with plenty of those people. You gotta believe me.
You're
and he said, I'm trying so hard not to screenshot that. Holy shit.
Oh,
and then I was scared because I thought I gaslit you into gaslighting me. Or I gaslit you into gaslighting me, but I literally thought that you were taking me seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck, he doesn't think I'm like being legit, does he? That was scary.
My God. Yeah, that was, it's because the phrasing, obviously, the way you phrased that whole fucking... I'm friends with plenty of those people. It's like like all the phrasing there is so fucked up. But yeah, I started dying of laughter. I was like, I want to screenshot this, but I don't know if I want it saved on my phone or in general.
I specifically worded it in a way that sounds like one of those people who pander very hard that they come off racist.
Yeah. No, I know what you were trying to do. But it was done masterfully, and I was like, wow, I'm crying here. And then, I can't tell if you're playing along or if you genuinely believe any part of that. I should have just, like, left you on red and never answered you.
Fades to black. And with the gaslight of the week out of the way, it's time to move on to the conspiracy of the week.
Okay. What we got?
This is kind of playing off of that bit that Axel brought up in the car about Jim Carrey playing John Cena.
Oh,
and
right.
It got me to thinking, what if cloning isn't real? Whereas on one end of the spectrum, it's meant to make people think that they have the power to clone dead people, right?
Uh-huh.
So the conspiracy theorists are terrified. It's like South Park, where they're like, we want people to think that we were involved in 9/11. And like, well, who actually did it? And they're like, well, what do you think? It was a bunch of pissed off Muslims. But when they think we have that kind of power, it makes people afraid of us, you know?
Yeah.
So we're meant to think that they have the ability to clone people and kill whoever they want and just clone them.
Yeah, when
but
they
it's
cloned
actually
and killed
just
Kanye.
No, it's actually just actors playing other celebrities who have died. So John Cena is dead.
It's Jim Carrey playing all
the
of
actor.
them. He's the only one.
But they hire these actors specifically to say things that celebrity would not otherwise say, in order to promote like
The
certain
idea of a rambunctious clone.
a rambunctious clone. My clone is acting rambunctious.
That fucking. That's a good bit.
But they get these actors to say things like, so to appeal to people and promote and sell you on certain things like, I don't know, like organic foods and certain lifestyles, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my conspiracy.
That's it. They're doing
So
this
you're-
to get you to shop at Whole Foods.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fucking wild one, bud.
And probably do like damage to your body or something. I don't know.
Maybe. But they also might be like planting a seed, you know? They're planting a little seed, and then we trust whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh, we didn't realize that there was a fucking leak in all of these foods. It's chemicals that make you breedable, and
There's like a brain parasite that's only found in sheep,
yeah,
and it just
it
digs its way into your frontal lobe, and then it zombifies you, and you basically are like a puppet.
They're waiting until they get nanotechnology
government.
so that they can put nanochips in all the food that
Yeah.
disperse little nanomites that control the rest of your God, they're actually gonna have like, I mean, they did the first neurochip, right? They already did that that happened?
The Elon Musk one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neuralink. And they killed like 5 monkeys.
Isn't animal testing illegal?
I don't know. It's not illegal, but it's inhumane. So like a product will usually put like this product was not tested, like cruelty free, right? So like people are more likely to buy a product that wasn't tested on an animal. But I'm pretty sure for most animals that they do testing on, it's still illegal.
Yeah. That's disgusting, man. Oh. I hate being alive like this. We should end it.
Yeah.
I just got the episode.
We should end it, and then we both just look at the camera. And it fades to black.
Holy shit. That's so good. Edit that, like have it flicker a bunch, and then all of a sudden it's stuck on our faces looking at the camera. And then...
And it's playing like creepy music.
It's playing the Silent Hill 2 fucking...
I was gonna say, it's the Uncle Bill show intro theme, but it's like a sad version.
It's like on a piano, like a really reverbed piano.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of lifestyles, mine's been pretty fucked after a weekend of experiencing yours.
Wait, why is it speaking of lifestyles?
Because we were talking about government selling people on lifestyles. That's the
That
whole
was
reason
like
I wrote
5
this.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. I still had to get to segue in somehow. But,
Slow. Oh, okay. Anyway. You got it.
Anyway.
We'll get there.
You came over for the weekend and just completely fucked my life up.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know how. I mean, I'm a bit of an alcoholic myself. Willem Dafoe. Osborne.
I'm a bit of an alcoholic.
Oh wait, is it? I'm something of an alcoholic.
Yeah,
myself.
that one. Oh my god.
Yeah. But Jesus Christ, I don't know how you keep up with that shit, dude.
I stopped. I had to. I went on a once I got back from your place, I toned it down, and then I went on like a week and a half, 2-week bender after that, and just kept getting drunk, and then I started smoking cigarettes again, and I was like, okay, I really have to stop.
Yeah.
Like,
you were smoking heavily here.
oh yeah. Yeah, I had to. Well, I have to keep an eye on that one.
I just got into this like this like I'm still like doing it too. This body clock of just going to sleep at like 10 a.m. and sleeping till 7 p.m. I'm like,
that's not
damn
good.
it, Tristan. Yeah. I can't get out of it. I even the other night I went to bed like really early, but then I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I was up until like noon and then crashed again. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's so hard to get out of.
I had to fix mine because I had to start, like, my job required me to be up early.
Yeah.
So, like, I just went tired the first day, and then I was like, okay, I'll just get used to this. And now I'm good. I've been going to sleep at, like, before, midnight, 1 p.m. or 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
At the latest, and,
We had a fun weekend. We got to meet up with Cue Ball and go bowling.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was really weird being that short.
It's even weirder being that tall, man.
And we did a lot of gaming. We did a lot of gaming.
Beat the Family Guy video game in one
the Family Guy
night
video game.
because you didn't have a fucking memory card. So we just played. We did what me and my brother did when we were younger, which was beat Dragon Ball Sagas in one sitting because we didn't have a memory card. And then we found the memory card.
And it's like
probably
one of the only games I
later.
had that will actually function without a memory card.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play Rayman 3, but I had to buy a new memory card because I couldn't progress, and every time it got to a checkpoint, it would freeze because I don't have a memory card to save it on. Well, I had a memory card, but it was like corrupted, and I couldn't fix it even if I formatted it. But I found the memory card, by the way. I was cleaning Courage's room last night, and I found it in one of the boxes.
Nice.
So next time you come over, we can try and beat Family Guy again.
No, God, no, Jesus Christ.
And actually record it this time, because we had so many good bits while playing games all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we recorded. Shit. I wish the whole fucking, when we were playing Battlefront.
Yeah, General Grievous.
General Grievous has stage 4 lung cancer. I'll do it. Just kill me. Just kill me. It's better than
suffering every day of my life. Just like, Jesus,
and then
man,
Obi-Wan's just like, God damn it, okay, fine. I don't know if I can do this now.
It was just, that was a lot of those bits are just going to be lost to time.
I don't know if you saw the post I tagged you on Facebook, and it was Darth Vader on the ground with his hand chopped off. I typed in, no, stop.
That's so good. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
I remember what it was. I was like, I think I was Darth Vader.
You were about to die.
Darth Vader, and
one of us was about to die.
You were playing as someone. You kept wailing on me. I was like, no, stop. Truce.
Oh, that was really fucking good. I'm pretty sure you turned that around and like killed me immediately after that too. It's the best part.
Probably.
You fucking God. Yeah, that was a good gaming venture. We did a lot of fun. A lot of fun things.
I thought it was.
Is your internet okay? What the fuck? Okay.
You sound like Darth Vader.
No, you sound like, I don't know, like an organ. No. That one. Alright. Golden.
Okay. I just wanted to record that so I can clip in Darth Vader getting his ass handed to him later. I'm editing.
You can fix that in post.
I could. But yeah. We potentially could have made some great gaming content, but
there's always great gaming content to make, dude. We just gotta get a capture card.
yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because that is coming soon.
Eventually.
Space Toilet might take a little longer
You
than
say
expected.
soon, like
because
this episode isn't coming out in like a month, and then Uncle Bill's Arcade happening in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna fade out.
Okay.
See you all next time in the Uncle Bill Show. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.